not prove any case. And people talk as if they are so moronic that an animal is better than them. They say I insult them. I insult you because you can't reason properly. I did nothing wrong. Calling for the establishment, or should I say the restoration of Biafra, is within provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is very clear and straightforward. It's there. Go and check it yourself. And you're asking me to be happy instead of me to be upset that I was arrested for no reason. You're asking me to be happy that somebody came to bail me. See how foolish some people are. Did I beg anybody to bail me this time? Were they meant to insert that very condition that it must be a senator that will bail me? Who asked them to lock me up and to hold me in the first place? I know those that came to me and said they want to go and speak to the then Buhari when he was alive, and they never came back to me. They went to Asorok with their doctor's CV looking for employment, but they went there to go and discuss on Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. That was why they went there. On getting to Asorok, they turned everything around. It became a trip about them and the well-being of their family. That is how they behave. And you answer a politician, and you think because of that he will respect you. We respect you because of what you've done for us. We love him back till tomorrow morning. He's dead, but we love him because of what he's doing, because of what he did for us. Dr. M.I. Okpara the same. When people behave very well, we love them. That is how it is. That is who we are as a people. You don't need to buy us. You don't need to. Just do your job. Your job you cannot do. Protect the people, you cannot protect them. On top of that, you have the temerity to talk back when we are complaining that you are making a complete idiot and mess.
Good evening, fellow comrades and lovers of freedom. This is a Biafra Alpha Power Media International. We are reaching you from United Kingdom. My name is George. Is Mazi George Chukwume. I am one of the humble servants of indigenous people of Biafra here in UK, North London, coordinator, to be precise. This is Critical Analysis hosted by Mazume. Today is the 16th day of December, year of our Lord, and is approximately 28 minutes on top of the hour here, 8 p.m. United Kingdom, presumably the same 26 minutes on top of 9 p.m. in the Holy Land of Biafra. This is Critical Analysis, and we are welcoming you this evening. Please welcome orders as we're going to dive into another critical analysis this evening, as we are with the Italian ESCO, as we are on episode 007. And this evening, we're definitely going to do some things differently because of the charade. I call it over the weekend. That was a travesty. As we said, every time what we say on this platform come to pass. We wasn't expecting anything different than what we saw on the 15th on Friday. There's nothing different that we were expecting yesterday. Those people that were contracted, those 50 colonies, they are all happy. Those threatening, issuing empty threats, they were aware of what they were doing. And the damnable zoological republic have told you to do your worst. Like we said, we are watching with a very key interest. And this evening, I'm going to bring my panelists with me into the studio to introduce themselves before I'm going to play one or two audio, especially the one from our eminent special counsel, barrister lawyer Jim McCall, when he give us some accounting of what happened and what court was up to now. We haven't known, the full details because, as he said, but we knew what happened and what they said, and there's nothing different from what we already told you. Over the weekend, we read so many press releases and letters from different quarters, from Jarvis Johnson from the Texas House of Representatives, from Bruce Femme, every individual that have added into their voice, because what happened to our leader, even in African charter, is a crime. The reason why they have referred everything back from the beginning is that there is no case against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And subsequently next week, I'm going to lay out the misinformation and all the treachery against those that are perpetually, project themselves to be the people representing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Definitely one of them, they call Ifeanyi Ejiofor. I'm definitely going to go back because I have just done a program on his head. So the dilemma of a very, very, very weird man. Over this week coming, that program is going to come on again. I don't want to talk about it too much. We just want to tell through and talk about what happened on Friday. Let me get the panels in here before we move forward. Mazi, I welcome all of you here this evening. Mazi Obichukwu Madogro, please can you introduce yourself to Biafrans as we move forward? There we are.
Can you introduce? Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, fellow Biafrans around the world. My name is Romanus Obichukwu Kamado Ogro. I reside here in Italy. I am the simple servant of IPOB. Mazi Obichukwu Kamado. I am a national coordinator of Italy under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. I say hello, Biafrans. Stay tuned and listen what we are going to say this evening. Good evening.
Thank you. Mazi, go on, Mazi.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Good evening, everyone. My name is Ephraim Okechukwu Ugwaratama. I am the National Financial Secretary, IPOB Italy. Thank you very much.
There, Mazi, is it? Ekezie, please.
Good evening, Mazi George Umaya. And good evening, my fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name is Amare Uchukwume Ekezie. By God's grace, I'm here as a national treasurer of IPOP, Italy, and also Sandana coordinator.
Mazi, I think your device is on. Sorry, it's interfering. Whenever you're talking, please mute it. Thank you. Like I said, we are going to, let's just listen to, I know so many of us have seen this, but let's listen to Ejiofor. We want to make some references from him before we move, Ejimako, not Ejiofor, Ejimako, before we move forward on this program quickly. Though we are apologizing because I think we are 20 minutes behind due to some technical hitches, which we will overcome. And we're here now, we're supposed to do what we do best. So let's listen to our eminent special counsel and what he said. And I know a lot of people interpret it might be differently, but let's listen to him for a minute.
We have a whole lot of non-lawyers here who came to court today to show or to demonstrate solidarity with Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, a distinguished senator representing his senatorial constituency. But you see, the ruling today was in part disappointing and in part satisfactory. A lot of people might say it's a bit ambiguous, so I'm going to speak very briefly so that I do not preempt what is going to come out of the registry of the court. We are going to promptly apply for certified true copies of what the justice stated in court today. But some things that he made clear were as follows: that number one, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was enjoying his bail when his house was invaded, and that was wrong. If you recall, we had obtained a judgment in 2022 at the High Court in Abia State, awarding him $1 billion. So this indirectly affirms that judgment, and that the manner of bringing him into Nigeria was also wrong. But despite all of that, the Supreme Court found cause to send this case back to the Federal High Court. And sending it back to the Federal High Court is actually called remission. And when they remit with instructions. We don't know yet what those instructions are because we don't have certified 2 copies of the judgment and the judgment order. So in days to come, that will be available and will be made available to the press.
Okay, please, when the judge said yes, appeal and cross appeal, what does it mean?
Well, the government appealed against the discharge granted by the Court of Appeal, and we cross appealed, okay, against the stay of execution granted by the Court of Appeal. So these were the issues. But what came out was that the revocation of his bail was wrong. So this, in fact, has created a basis to further seek his release, through some other means.
So the judge is saying that the trial should continue. What does it mean for your team now?
Well, basically, it's going to continue or it's going to proceed in accordance with the instructions the Supreme Court has issued. And those instructions will be clearer when we get them in writing. So the judge or the Federal High Court judge will have to be restricted within those. It's called a remission. So they have to carry out, the Federal High Court has to carry out the strict instructions of the Supreme Court.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's it. Thank you.
Yes, like I said, we'll see this before, but it's very, very important that we actually try to explain a little bit what this entails. Definitely, I'm going to do a different separate program, but the remission, referring the case back to Federal High Court, like starting the case all over again. Somebody will say that the Supreme Court does not have anything to rule on, or they bind delay tactics. But the whole thing boils down to what we have said, and just like after the Supreme Court have accepted that they mentioned that Onyendu House was enjoying his bail before they invaded his house, and now the extraordinary rendition of Onyendu, which is some of the saying that the law is international law, but all this law already, those that know law can explain it better, has been domesticated within the African Charter, which they're signatory to. So all these things he's telling us is that our leader, that's why I played our leader voice when he was giving that bail in 2017. They put a stringent bail to our leader and made it that they have to be a senator that have to sign for Onyendu, and which is a very bad deed, So, but the important tonight, I want to say here to Biafrans is that all hope are not gone. Like Mazi Kanu tweeted yesterday, and that tweet, probably some people will see it out of context because there's something he specifically said that we're going back to the drawing board. That's something that has happened for this whole trial. Even though Onyendu is coming back, there's so many infiltrators within the legal team. Of course, those that have been sacked, they are drowning. And even though they're running around in the court as a court clerk, it doesn't change anything. We know everything. And subsequently, like Ejimako have just said, that when the court judgment comes up in black and white, that it will be more expelled to people, to public, to see what they have said. And now going back to drawing board is that IPOB members worldwide, the ball is on your court. The fundamental question is this is no time for shenanigan. Because if you guys remember, Chike Doziem came out and said after 15th that they're going to bring the whole world down. The one they called Aguneche Wanketa supported him, they came out. Before Onyendu going to court, they started threatening. IPOB is the peaceful movement. We are not violent. ESN of no shape or form is not a force. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it abundantly clear, but you can see the dot, what they are doing. Before this court case from nowhere, they have not stopped speaking. They came out and ignite it and tell Nigerian government, and Nigerian government have said, now go and do your worst. I will put up a tweet here. See what this guy tweets, which I'm going to play. I want to do this before we move forward. This is a tweet. He tweeted with this audio. We're going to play, you see what happened there. Now, this guy is tweeting this. Even just tell me in this world, anybody that have any iota of what leadership is all about, can you be writing something like this? Can you just? I will read it. This is the live recorded program of ESN 3rd anniversary, which we don't know which ESN. This is a killer squad because ESN is not a force. They're not standing army of Biafra. And we must understand this because what they are projecting, it is not what is helping Mazen Nnamdi. They know what they were doing. The 5th colony Onyendu said is what exactly they have done. But thank God that the Supreme Court right now have shot themselves in the foot to reverse this whole thing back to the Federal High Court again. We started from the basis again. After even they said Onyendu have treason charges, which they said they have struck out. That doesn't have any treason, any terrorist charge again. This is what they were ranting before. We leave that there. But let me read this. This is the live recorded program of ESN 3rd anniversary on 12th December 2023. For those criminal crying, it is an old video. Better die of heart attack. You're crying because they told you they have destroyed ESN. They told you they told you they have taken over ESN, but fools like you are heartbroken that ESN men are very intact. I asked, where is this ESN man intact and what are they doing? Because some of you remember when this guy came one time and told us that people are going to go around arresting people. That's nothing they have never portrayed ESN for them to get money from the politician. But now it become mockery. That's why the people now have taken it upon themselves as now they have a lot of armed banditry all over the place in Biafra land. They started it. And he go forward to say, just wait for a few days to watch the main video of the program. Then you can go and commit suicide because you all have been fooled. You have all failed in destroying HIPOB to ESN. For now, from now on, it is an eye for eye, take it or leave it. It is Biafra, or we die fighting, or we die fighting for our survival. When you listen to this kind of garbage, the same person that came and told you that after 15, the whole zoo will fell down. You see, they think that Onyendu will not come out because ESN, when they show this picture, for those that are collecting money, they are still giving them money. Because, like I said, anybody that will give this individual money, the person is mentally ill. Because this is not ESN, the man kind of form. And there's no need of showing. Onyendu have said that activity of its ESN shall not be shown on social media anymore. If you're celebrating your 3rd annual celebration, if you call it anniversary, now all these things is unnecessary, and you release it on the day Onyendu your whatever you guys wish have happened. But Mazen Nnamdi now is being held back in DSS dungeon, so you guys will continue your criminality. It broke my heart that everything our leader have worked tirelessly, you guys have turned it into mockery. Now, this is what they show on the 12th, and what is he got to do, or what is he had to do? I remember one time there was one video, I can play it here. They were saying Buhari release Mazen Nnamdi, all those chants amounted to nothing. They only ignite anytime Onyendu have court case. They are the people that are sending wrong signal. Because now you're attaching ESN that is now eye for eye, and tweeted ESN video there, and the world is going to watch this and see ESN that Mazen Nnamdi kind of form that is a vigilante. Now you're projecting it to the world that they are the clan machine which you have threatened people with overtime on so-called radio mockery. You guys now are running. So I want us to watch this video. Some of us have watched it, but I want you to see how degraded these people have put themselves and made everything that our leader have worked tirelessly, and so many of us have died, even us, we're still working, as a mockery. And I don't see reason why people can take people like this. All these things they are doing is just to create avenue. Maybe people will still be, but where are they? What are they doing? They were meant to be in the bush. Our bush has been taken over. People have been dying in our cities. You guys created all this unrest out of this. But you know what? Yeah, if you guys remember this first video, because this first video, if I don't know when ESN was formed, I'm just saying, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm gonna give you guys 2 minutes to talk about this, because all these shenanigans doesn't boil down, it doesn't go down with me. There's other people wearing blue. There's one I have here, a video I say the Dead Man Squad. This one they're using to keep people in Biafra land where they started. But that first video that I played, if you look at this ground was like when ESN was formed. I will stop there. I'm not 100% sure, but that is why he's tweeting what he's tweeting, because people now go back and refer it. There was a place they said something, you see those people are dressing differently. They wasn't mentioning the day and time. They wasn't doing that. They do it. There's a couple other videos, but it is quite funny. And what are you intend to achieve with all this shenanigans? Because it doesn't change anything. 30-something months when you're in prison in the desert dungeon. We're not looking for ESN. It's ESN we are hoping on. But you guys are the people that are holding mass in that country. It has been proven now. But I want you guys to watch, because I want to see something very important. Let's see the next video. Fellow comrade, there's something I want to do here. I want to show something. The reason being, let's just watch this because it's very important. I think you see this video now. Watch this one again. This is same shenanigans.
My head, I be this so for that. I my head, I be this so. I my head, I be this so. My head, I be this so. My head, I be this so. My head, I be this so.
Mazi, that one. You know, I play this audio. I know you guys was one in the morning they saw Fendi. You know the Fendi that the mother that with. Yeah, it's Italian. So you guys knew better than I do. Some things I don't know. But the reason why I play this particular audio is this. I want to remind our people they have taken for granted for so long. This guy, this pseudo guy they're coaching us, and even though we have now decoded him, have his real picture. People know who he is. His sister, wretched sister, lives in Italy. These are scavengers. Now, all this, you see, they will gather 1 or 2 people. Just like when they saw Fendi, you guys ask them, they say it's a project. It doesn't, you know, they abide to sew this cloth doesn't cost anything. They will tell people they have a project without mentioning what the project is. Just the way they're fooling people. Have 1 or 2 AK-47 showing it up to deceive people. This is Dead Man Squad. Now, they have created so many different commander and names in ESN. This is not what ESN was formed for. Only no one from the beginning. I will stop there because I'll have a program. Let us not waste our time on this. But I will come back to you, Ogo, and the rest of you after you finish 2 minutes. Just comment on the Onion News court case that just on yesterday. What transpired and how you feel about it and all that before we move forward, because that's fundamental for me, please. There. Mazogo, you're taking too long, man.
Yeah, and Mazi, thank you very much for.
Yeah. Go on.
Are you hearing me now?
Go on, please.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Regarding the court case yesterday, I know that Zoo, they must demonstrate as usual. There's no two ways about that. But one thing is certain. Since the Supreme Court have shot themselves on the leg, now what next to follow? Because they know that our leader don't have any case. Just like what he said before. I refer that video you played about what he said. So what they are doing now is just running around because they know that they are not going to defeat our leader. Our leader informed them in time that I will defeat you people at your own court of law. And it is happened. What they're doing now is just to mark time, buying time over and again and again. And as you can see it, go back to Federal High Court is not the issue. What they will do, because the earlier the better for them. I commend Ugo Chinyere Imo, who have spoken like a man. Maze, yesterday court case is just a jamboree, completely jamboree. But we are waiting for them. At the end of the day, they will do that thing they are running away from. There's no two ways about it. Two things are involved. Either they agree with us or we force them to agree with us. Thank you, Mazi.
Yeah, well, Mazi from God, please.
Thank you very much, Mazi. So what happened yesterday at the High Court, I think we are not expecting much. We are not expecting much because the signal was already there before that very day, both from the Nigerian government or from the criminals that we have here as whatever they call themselves. Because they have already come out to threaten, they say this and that, whatever, we the brokers, the other guy did, threatening that after on the 15 and all that. It's only when it's about to go to the court that they will come out. So they know what they're doing. The games they're playing, they know everything. Both Ifan and Jofan, they also comment. Everything happening, they are involved. So I personally am not surprised. But what I believe is that Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu is on a mission. He's on a mission, a noble mission, a mission that when he's coming out with Biafra. That's what I believe. He's going to come out with the Biafran flag, and we are going to stand it this time around. It's not going to come down. So what happened yesterday was not exceptional. It's not a surprise, because before that day, we already knew what was going to come. So we still believe, and we still have Onyendu in our prayers that God should strengthen him, because he's going to come out victorious. So thank you very much.
No, Mazi Keze, please.
Thank you, Mazime, for giving me the opportunity to say something. What happened yesterday is not a surprise. British government have drawn their the diagram for the zoo. to continue playing. Because there, if you remember one broadcast of Onyendo, he said, when our people say, Onyendo, they are killing us, we need to do, Onyendo will say, come down. They are looking avenue to say, we are this, we are that, so that they can lay hand on that and start their mayhem in our land. So this is a script drawn by British. It's not a surprise. And being some flavor in our area called Southeast, that the willing tools they are using there to cause mayhem and looking the avenue to say it's our people that are doing this. Because of that, they will do this, they will do that. And I know Onyendo knows those things. And like our brother said, Ephraim, Onyendo is on a mission to accomplish what he's doing. And they know it. And the federal government of Nigeria knows he didn't commit any offense. Not the law. If he committed any offense, why did they go to Kenya and kidnap him and bring him back to the why? They should do to him what they are doing to this lady, Desiane Marek, the zoo inviting to come and face the law. But the British are following it with the due process. If they find him guilty, then they can rendition him to Nigeria. Why they are in a haste for Onyendo side? Then their law, their this thing, I've said it, that they violated his right by attacking his, violating his right by chasing him away from his hometown. Why? This person who has case to answer, why did they went there to go and kill him? But you say he has case to answer. You want to bury the case like that. So what happened yesterday is not a surprise. They don't want to know what we are going to do. But at the end, Onyendo said it. Do all what you can do. Fight anything you can do it. But at the end, Biafra must come. That is what it is. And they are doing all possible, all the best they can do. They have discharged all their plan B, plan C, plan E. But at the end, we will see how it ends. We are here. No shaking, no moving. Forget about those that are threatened. They don't have anything to deliver. That is why you can see them making noise around the bush. So much endeavor.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, it's very good. Everybody, keep their own perspective concerning this because it's very important. Now, tonight is another wonderful episode of the IPOB Talent Expo's Expo 7 exposition of the cabal within the US and Italy. So this is episode 007. For those that have been following us, this program is designed to unfold the menace of so-called dogs, the enemy at the gate, the chronicle of a saboteur, Chika Paul Edozim and his gang of criminals, what they have done across board of IPOB. Because everything that is happening today within IPOB and the travesty our leader was going through and still going through is because of their body language, what they have done, and the bet they have taken from Nyawodo. Nyawodo said that the only way to weaken IPOB is to create a parallel IPOB in 2017 when he assumed as president of Ohanes and Igbo. And that's exactly what the part they are doing today. But we tied them, like Onyendo said, 100 men and women with clean heart. Biafra will come. So tonight we continue to what happened in Italy. And as we have gone now to the episode 007, and we'll continue, 008 is coming next week, and subsequently, We're going to play a couple voices tonight and talk about them. This is not in any shape or form to blackmail or, to malign any individual, but this is facts. Facts, and the facts, that's why the man that is involved and the voice that is involved, when we kicked off on this program, because a sitting national coordinator was threatened by a common criminal that live in desert. And even the purportedly the person projects himself to be the so-called the head of the United of State was involved in this host, racketing. And we will not let this slide. South African family, Joburg family to be precise, on Thursday came on air. They have now started unveiling what happened. A lot of people are apprehensive because you know how our people are. People are very, very, domiciled, if I will use the word. They won't want to say anything, but we don't say anything. It's allowed in our code of conduct. And I can even read the verse for you. Where, as a member of IPOB, it is your duty when you see anything that is contrary to what we have sworn an oath against our code of conduct to voice it out. Not alone on the era we are in now, because these men, when they started first, if some of us would have reacted, people will say, but why are you doing this? This is command and control. We followed every order they gave to us. We listen. I know what I went through personally. Things I got myself involved because I'm following command and control. But I never regretted it because we make sure that we are precise when we started. That's why we're not going back. So many people are hiding and saying, no, I don't want to come out now. This is the time. The music have changed. And this point in time, what is happening to our leader? It is because of the people that they presume supposed to be after to make sure none can come out. But what are they doing? They are the people working with the enemy. That is why when Kanu Takano tweeted about going back to the drawing board, and I don't want to, anyway, I will talk about this in a different program. So let's move forward. So we are going to play a voice. The first voice we are going to play tonight is, this guy is the person that owns Media. Some people don't know that Rapture Media, when they say IPOB Rapture Media, it is not IPOB that owns Rapture Media. Rapture Media is an individual enterprise. This guy is, I think I spoke to him when we were having program one time or on a conference call with the one that live in Germany. I don't have any issues with him. But the reason why I want to play this audio is he makes some cynical comment there because he's ripping, he's actually making his ends meet through the blood of our people. Because Rapture Media is monetized from day one. He subscribed, they paid money, they're paying him, he's getting his living. That's where he's getting all his money. When they talk about BTV, all this thing is boiled down to Rapture Media. So on this whole course of all these people, imagine IPOB, the things they did in Italy and doing, like it is something not hard of an IPOB. Nobody vote anybody in IPOB. And they have no power to remove anybody in IPOB. It is in our code of conduct. Very, very important. So we were going to play his voice, and in particular, because he consigned finance, you see how far they went in our finance, and is making his living through our blood of our people through IPOB. You see IPOB Rapture Media. It is not, IPOB doesn't own it. It's his business. I want to say this before I start. You will listen. This guy is, and the funny thing, this guy is from, I think he's from Ibibio, right? Because Akwarawa Mende, when Akwarawa Mende was killed in Aba, this guy, anything, that is his brother. Because, I mean, they came from the same place. They came from the same clan. So, but they are Ibonta. They are our younger ones. And that's what it is. But he couldn't say anything because he's sitting on Rapture Media because they're monetized platform and he's making his ends meet with the blood of innocent Biafrans. Let's listen to his voice and we'll dabble into it.
No.
All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra. Fellow comrades, good morning. I have not been able to drop any voice note. all these days because I have been quite busy at school and other personal engagements. All of us can see now that that you understand few words in English does not convey some kind of legitimacy to your intellectual muscles or your way of reasoning.
Before we go forward, when was this voice? Is it after or when you're still a national court? When they have not, queued against you, have they put up that gag order, whatever they call memo, before this voice? Because I want to be sure. Mazogru.
Yeah, the before the memo.
Before the memo. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Most of us that think that we know or we want to draw out the point by blackmailing or trying to make us that are not paying our money that we are bad people. You can see now. These were things we saw so many months ago and we tried to stop it. But most of you will not listen because you are sentimental. This is a struggle. Sentiments have no place in a struggle. Wisdom is not what you just get easily. That's why Onyendu will tell us.
What baffles me is that over time, all this clown will put in our leader. Now, he said, because I have to talk over it, you guys know exactly what happened. He said that that's why they stopped paying. That's what they saw. So this is when when they ganged up not to pay money into German, pay money where they're supposed to pay money, isn't it? Yeah. This is where they don't take all the anymore from Ramnenia because we have the same issue here. Who was behind all this was Austin Abani going around the whole Europe, telling people don't listen to Madam Nenya, whatever she said on Radio Biafra. I was so many times I have it in audio. Like when I start with them, I have majority of our meeting in UK here. I recorded all of them because by then I don't trust them anymore. So I have to go out of my way to make sure I get evidence when I need to speak about it. Very, very important. Majority of all the Zoom meeting we had, I had it recorded. So, but what I want to know is that because that is when they started now to inject to people not to pay money to where they're supposed to pay money, including the Italian account. So I want you guys to this message. So when I give you the chance to talk about this, you guys will come in. But it is quite disheartening that this young man here, he owns Rapture Media, and he's making fortune out of the blood of Biafra, and he's still complaining about money. He's putting Maz in the can you imagine? How could you put Maz in the can when you don't follow his guidance principle, the lay down principle that he put down for you? That's written. And he talk about sentiment. What baffles me is that what you ask is a rhetorical, in session, because what you're saying is actually what you're doing. You are the one on the wrong side. The word you're speaking is against you, but you don't know, my brother. I don't know you. I think I've spoken to you once, if I'm not wise, if I'm not mistaken, which of course you know when they put me on. And if you remember when I was talking, there was things they said and think I said. You agreed in everything I said, because I'm not that kind of a man. Nobody to come to you guys program back in the day, if it wasn't because of the man that brought me in. And when things went sour, I told the guys straightforwardly, I don't defend the individual. And what you guys are doing for me was like a joke. But everything you have said here now, I will send it back to you because you are the one on the wrong side. If you ever get this message, you need to check. You need to checkmate yourself. Very important.
Don't come with Onyendu will not tell us you should come with your grammar. Onyendu will tell you come with your common sense. This is where common sense works. And our common sense told us that things are not right many, many months ago. And you people can see it now. Those of you that are continuing to pay money, continue paying money and trying to prove a point that is not there. And Mazi our secretary have said almost everything I want to say. But if you want to continue paying, continue paying. In as much as we are concerned, we don't have anybody like national coordinator for now, except the ones that we are voting in this forum.
Now, the one they are voting in a forum. The one they are voting in a forum. You know, it's important that people listen. And this guy just quoted Mazen Nami. And he's the one he is voting. So I wish the one that voted Ugo in Italy. Because this is a very, very important thing that our people understand the destruction these people have done within IPOB. That's why if anybody is today somewhere shouting, they knew why they're doing what they are doing. Because this is not IPOB. Nobody votes anybody in anything. There's no voting. Even in zone, appointment in a zone come from the coordinator with his cabinet. If they want somebody because it's a volunteer thing, it's a volunteer affair. But you voting somebody in what ground because you are getting money from IPOB, that is why you think it's political. We are not into political, we're into freedom fighting. And it's command and control. So that's my brother, as like I said again, this audio have exposed you to the max. If people know that Rapture Media, you put IPOB, Rapture Media does not belong to IPOB, and you are making money every month, people are subscribing. That money does not go to IPOB unless you're sharing it with your form, unless with all those gang of criminals, all of you are sharing the money. But that money doesn't go to IPOB. It doesn't.
Mazi Romano Suguru ceases to be our national coordinator from when he refused deliberately.
I mean, it is mind-boggling. I don't know this guy's position in IPOB, but whatever position he held, I don't even understand. He knew that he's not supposed to be an IPOB member by now. If things are right in IPOB, this guy should be expelled instantly when he voiced out such things. Thesis. Do you know what it means? Thesis. Somebody that I want to appoint by himself. You say he ceases to be your national coordinator on audio. What these people allow within this family, like I said, this is what India want to, because if you remember the guy that took room in South Africa, there was a day he said it was the one in what's it called? Paul Achebe. No. He said I think Methuselah, the guy with the Dracula teeth, was people that pushed people to Simon Ekpa. So they knew what they were doing. If you listen to this guy, what he's saying, this is a national coordinator of a country that was appointed by the highest command of IPOB. You sat in your bedroom or where you placing computer to go live on Rapture Media, you're controlling all these people all over the world. You're giving a voice note about that he ceases to be a national coordinator. What an irony. Oh my God.
With Ifremogu and also Chukuma Ekeze, there ceases to be or handle the positions that they're handling in IPOB Italy when they refused to render account to us. So my fellow comrades, it is not that anybody hates anybody here. We do everything out of love, but not sentiment. We didn't come to IPOB to make friends. We came to fight for freedom.
No, he came to make money. You wretched idiot. You, Jackson, a wretched monk. You came to make money, you fool. If not, why would you be making money on your freaking platform under IPOB and using IPOB as IPOB Rapture Media? Then the crowd is getting, when they beg people to subscribe, people didn't even know what I was subscribing. Where is the money that you're getting? Where is the money? You came to IPOB to make money, bro. People like you shouldn't open your mouth and talk in any shape or form. You don't have to speak a word. Trust me.
And that freedom is exactly what we're doing. We might be good today talking as, comrades, but the day you go wrong, I will turn against you. That's the truth, because I took oath. And when the oath is dealing with me, it is not your own business.
To be fair, the oath is actually dealing with you because you don't even know what you're talking about. I don't know if he actually know what he's saying. I don't know if you know. But like now, some people have, like I listen to this audio now, you are empty, bro. Trust me.
You understand? So I don't really care who is who, in as much as you go against the structure itself and that which you are supposed to do. I will not support what you're doing.
He goes against structure. I will allow you guys to talk on this 2 minutes. I don't understand which structure. Structure in IPOB is that Chike Doziem has no business with IPOB fund. We have a director, financial head, not Chike Paul Doziem. Chike Paul Doziem is the DOS director of, which is administrative. That is what he mind his business. If you want to go to any country, you must first of all you go to the rep. Then the rep now will go to national coordinator. National coordinator is the one to respond. If you guys are going through process of IPOB, nobody should have issue with anybody. So my brother, I think you don't understand what you're saying. Maybe you are very, 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 very retarded. I will use the word. Maybe claiming that you went to school, but you're not. Or you know what you're talking about. You've been fooled. Because if you know, you wouldn't make this kind of voice note and making mockery of yourself. You are the one in the wrong part because you're talking to a national coordinator of a country. That's your leader, your supreme commander, appointed. And he's sitting down on your own comfort zone, telling him that he ceased to be his position where he is. Okay. What can I say? Let's listen to the end of it, then we'll move forward.
So, these three individuals handling the former national coordinator, if I should say, he was the former national coordinator because I do not regard him anymore as our national coordinator, and the former financial secretary and also the former treasurer. These three individuals have betrayed us here in Italy. So, as a result, we need them no more in IPOB Italy. I just wanted to drop this morning to encourage those that have seen this from the beginning to congratulate them, because they are really men of wisdom. Not how long you stayed in the struggle, but how good you are in reasoning and foreseeing things before they happen. This way, most of the things we learned from Onyindu. And this is the time we are practicalizing it, putting it into practice and getting appropriate results. So this is just what I wanted to say this morning. And if there are other...
He said what he learned from Onyendu. I'm short of words. We'll have another video, and already because we left 20 minutes, we will have 16 minutes on top of our here at 9 p.m. in UK. And this is still Biafra Media. And I'm here with Italian escorts. My name is Mazi George is Chukwume, reside here. Okay. And I'm the host here. And what we're doing here is very, very important because the voice that I have just played made my bone. It makes me sick. A scavenger that came through the back door is the one telling a whole national coordinator of a country. So Chike Doziem, I can sit in my bedroom here and tell Chike Doziem he ceased to be the because what Chike Doziem does will have evidence of what he did. I never for one day said I have a vote of no confidence on Chike Doziem. I know I have no power to say that. I am not the one that appointed Chike Doziem. I don't have power to say that. Everything I've said, you have never had me said this person ceased to be, so I don't have that power to say that. But if only you make that pronunciation, or from a channel, only you make that profession, that's what stands. As you as and even if you're a coordinator or a zone or you don't have the power A national coordinator is in UK here. Former deputy leader could not remove a national coordinator that he himself appointed. Only to kick against it. Our leader, this is something I'm involved. Talk less of a lunatic, a non-entity that's sitting down somewhere. It have the nerve. Man, so bro, give me 2 minutes on this, please.
Yeah, Mazindewo, thank you very much. I hope you are hearing me clear.
Yes, please, go on, man.
Okay. You see this guy just ranting now. This very guy now, let nobody make mistake about that. This is a Biafran time. Those days, during the time of Michael Urania, this guy have been sucking from IPOB without any dime contributing in IPOB. When I came in as a national coordinator, I contacted this guy. It's under my watch, he created this IPOB Rapture Media. This guy cannot even coordinate his zone. Torino zone. There is a millions of our people there. But some of them, I say, you are in a big city, you are this. This guy have nothing to offer, only to run after his pockets. And the 2022, remembers heroes and heroines. I am the one that paid for his transport to come to Padova.
Imagine that.
After all money he's making in IPOB. Because of the confusion when the Chidimamworu brought in that period, I paid with my money, particularly Jackson. I paid my transport money to Padova. If we doubt it, let him come and prove it. Evidence is there. This guy called Rapture Media, although, let me tell you, Mazume, all this shenanigans they played in Italy, none of them have capacity to do that. I'm referring, Abim is the most destructive person we have in IPOB. Abim have done a lot of damages in IPOB. The effort we made in Italy, Austin Abim turned everything upside down, and I warned him. All these things they did in forum, I didn't utter any word. There is a time they started shouting, you come and speak, come on. Well, how can I speak with this type of people? What will I going to respond? There are some of them, immediately they wake up in the morning, they will stay in the forum talking nonsense. All of them, I'm going to play their voices. Because we are not here to blackmail anybody. We will put that to film, everybody will be watching it. You will be hearing from horse's mouth. So this guy called Rapture Media, he couldn't even make anything in his own in this struggle. But our former have deliberately monetized his platform. He thought that he's arrived. Just as you said, IPOB, Rapture Media is never a product of IPOB. This is a personal platform.
No.
This is a personal platform.
Even when I appeared there, I think I appeared 3 times there. I made it clear. I said this platform is not IPOB platform. And the guy that was anchoring, the idiot that was anchoring, he says this. I said, this is not IPOB platform because there's no IPOB platform that's monetized. I said it there for I think 3 times I appeared there. Then, So, we don't want to. The reason why I play his voice is to people to understand, because the voice we have played on this course of this episode. Because we started playing the voice from 002, now we're on 7. Started with the killer himself, Nwanketa Chinasa Nworu. Then her sister is the real devil herself. So she is the one that caused all the whole, ramble in Italy, because she is the real infiltrator. They have plotted there, and what they are looking for is money. Because at the end of the day, we see the face of the so-called BTV now. I told you guys, I said it here, there is no need for anybody to rent any apartment in sense they want to do mobile podcast, because there's no TV. What they are doing is podcast, just like what we are doing here, which they can't even actually manage it properly. It's very simple. Everybody needs to understand how these things function. So, Ephraim, if you have something to add, fine. If not, then we'll carry on with the voice of the old witch herself. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Of course, these people, the guy you played his voice, Jackson Moses from Ogoja province. This guy is a tout. Let me put it that way. Everything about this guy, we know everything about this guy. This guy cannot even coordinate a zone, a common zone. He cannot coordinate it. It was Mazi Romanus that even brought him out, that people started knowing what he was the one who even brought him out. Now, let me make it clear here. Let me make it clear for all of them to hear very well. Because this whole thing we are doing now, we are just rehearsing what is going to come. You see that our code of conduct, they should go and start studying the code of conduct. They should go and start reading it page by page. I am the head of finance in Italy. I'm in charge of finance in Italy. My undertaking was compiled, signed, and handed over to Madame Nenaya. My undertaking was not given to Chikedoze.
Yes.
It was not given to Agbain.
Yes.
My undertaking. So they have no right. When the time comes, these people, even these rats running their mouth, when the time comes, they are going to sit down. The code of conduct, it will then determine with everything they have done, if they will still, if at all they are still in IPOB. Because they should just go and get their code of conduct, page by page, study it very well, because the time is going to come.
Yeah.
With the code of now they call us the code of conduct. But that code of conduct, when the time comes, we are going to open it page by page. Wherever you fall into, that thing that is attached to it, you go for it. Then you still open my own chapter. I'm still repeating it. My undertaking was signed and submitted to Madame Nenaya. I did not submit it to Chikedozie. I did not submit it to Osinabai. Nobody else but Madame Nenaya.
Because the finance is different.
The finance is different.
It's different.
So to all these rats, all these idiots, bunch of fools coming into finance in Italy, we are still going to play on it. We are still going to do something on those coordinators. They should know it. Both the ones close to me, both the ones far away from me, wherever you are. Those that celebrated when they passed into the account, withdraw the whole money, make transfer 30,000 euro immediately, 6,000 euro sent to Ikechukwu request account, personal account. Those people that celebrated, pop champagne, making videos, doing all those things. When the time comes, all of them, and I'm telling them now, take your code of conduct. If you don't know how to read, look for somebody to read for you, explain to you. Because when the time comes, this code of conduct, we are going to open it page by page, and we are going to settle everything. So concerning this guy, Jackson Moses, every of his secrets and what he has been doing right from the time and before Yendu was renditions, is going to come out. He should just become both the people he has been working with and all those things. He's going to come out. So let's continue. Thank you very much.
No. Mazi, I know you don't have much to say. Let's listen to the old witch voice. Go on.
I have a small thing to say. This voice clip have exposed even the cabal that write the memo. wrote a memo against our national that
Of course.
he forged a signature while they are looking for money in IPOP. They are looking for account. Instead of them to write a memo that they told him to bring a account of relief in Italy and all the rest, they didn't write it in the memo. They say he
account that our leader is over foreseeing that you want to see.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
So
can you imagine?
They didn't put it in their memo. They just say he forged a signature of Chike Doziem. And in IPOP, since of my life, I have not seen any place voting in IPOP. Since I joined I joined these struggles early 2012. Even we first did our 30th of May, 2013 in Padova, at Padova. The first time 30th of May we did at Padova, 2013. I joined early ending of 2012. But these people, they don't know anything concerning IPOP. They are the people telling us. Even this code of conduct, some of them have it, but they don't read it. They don't know what is inside it.
That's true.
We are doing freedom fight. Let me stop here and listen to the winch. That is going.
And it is quite. I want to make something clear here because it baffles me. Now, I don't understand why they would ever say the code of conduct. The same code of conduct we quoted. Those people, they actually allowed the era of Madam Oyibo and Dero Febu. It was we defending these animals. They tell us to go to Rapture Media and host a program, just like what they're telling them now. So we did it 1 or 2 times, then we started seeing things happen. I said, you know what, nah, these people now, something is not right. Because my own is that everything they were doing, we were watching them. But the moment I get the signal of them disobeying Mazen, even this party became, I use this party became, I know how many arguments I have with that idiot. But today, you know that Chike Doziem, they have, it's open. It's not me. After Benjamin the Malibu came out and said that Onyedu is angry with them. Where is he? I think he's talking about BTV. How many times have you seen him broadcast? He's an idiot. That's another animal. They don't know what they're doing. It's important. They all have shot themselves on the foot one after another. Biafra is a spirit. Let's listen to the mother witch or whatever you guys call her. But it is quite pathetic. I mean, it is. I don't understand. I don't.
No.
All hail Biafra. All must hail Biafra. Makandota.
And indeed, this woman is a really old witch. The voice is so Jesus Christ. She's a real indeed because she called herself old witch. I can't believe myself. Jesus Christ.
The old witch has come.
You had it?
But fortunately, it is the white justice witch that has come.
You know, when you guys said it, I didn't, but it's good. That's why we say what we do here is we are fact check. Because somebody say we are calling this woman old witch. She called herself old witch. So if somebody can ascribe herself as old witch, tells you all you need to know. Very, very important. Very, very important. I don't think when they are sending all this voice note, they don't ever think that this voice note can get out. You know, they don't know, they don't understand what social media and technology is all about.
I want to let fellow coordinators, the ones that have been speaking, to know that there is nothing. Omasikunu, newly ka happy the vulgar. Yomasekwaruno me account italose score that tell. They can never print it out. How query than to print it out. Mazi Rapture. People that have spoken has told you. If you put the link, you are now bought over. But I don't think you'll be bought over because
You see why the guy now, this is how this woman is the one behind all this whole thing. Because he's threatening the guy. The Rapture Media, this is where he threatened the guy before the guy sent out that voice note. China Sanwo and her family and his family are devils. But you know one thing in life, they want to be like Mazen Nandekano's family. But how could you be something you are not? You know, wretchedness is not about poverty. Wretchedness is you're not satisfied with what you have. And it is quite unacceptable, if you ask me. So this is where he threatened the so-called rapture. Jackson Moses. Let's continue.
Dopio, the double agent national coordinator, and his criminal national secretary, Chukwumekeze, they hate you. They hate you with passion. Because if not, they would have defended you. The very first day the tigress came and insulted you. And then I want to...
Now, there's something I want to correct here.
Hold on here.
No, wait. 1 second, Mazi. There's one thing I want to correct. You see this thing he said about defending, that is not IPOB. You're not supposed to defend anybody. Like we had an issue, but I'm not defending you. What you are defending is defending the structure of IPOB if you're on the right path. That's what it is. But when you start defending individual, you're buying favor, and that's what the cabal started.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I brought a lot of people where they are today. I don't defend individual because of me and you are close. No. If you're doing something wrong that is not aligned with IPOB guidance principle, which is code of conduct, then you are not my friend. That is very standard for me. Mas, if you have to say something, you go, because you know we are playing this one because your time is going to come. You can write everything you want to say down. When it comes to you guys to speak, then I'll give you your time and speak. Go on.
Okay, go ahead. Just go ahead. Okay. Go ahead.
Say a point. You know, I've been always saying
Mazi,
that what I want to prove is that Ogoro and his cohorts, they insubordinated. For those of you who has been pretending, I just want to give you, come to pay you numpekelazu. Let me just give you small piece of fish. Will you people remember when European rep came? Because that's where my problem started. I said there was a time the Mazi HDOS announced on air that they should not pay in again to that American account, the second American account, that they should hold their money. There is a 5,000 euro they sent Ogro and his cohorts. Because why do I always say Ogro? The onye train na Baneze ya Ifrem Ugu, the stupid boy. Now what the man said, stupid boy. Un coglione proprio, no? Cannot send money without his consent. And without the criminal, the most anini of these days, Chukwumekezie, Ikri, cannot send that money without their consent. You people should ask him, where did you send that 5,000 euro? Which it is ESN money. For those of you that we people call them at the back and let them tell you people the truth, not the lies that they are telling you people at the back. They are telling you people lies at the back. The excuse now is Onyendi did something there. Okay, now, if Onyendi did an oppression there, Ogro, double agent, is seeing that oppression, and any of the criminal, Chukwumekezie, is the one he knows about it. And then the stupid boy Ephraim, knows also about it. Nobody should tell me don't curse them, because when they were cursing me, when they were telling me, bullying me, none of you said nothing. None of you said nothing.
This is one of the things Chike doesn't say that she never abused Yogo. She never used any insultive words and all of that. But my thing here is this. He just mentioned the HOD about the account in America, but he's not questioning Chike Doziem that told you to pay money into account that Onyeni did not approve. That account, that Umwere account, do we people know how much that went into the account? In UK here, £10,000. Chike Doziem ordered a woman here that is just ordinary national financial secretary, one South African woman. The woman sent money without telling anybody, not even national coordinator in UK here. This is how the queue they did everywhere. That brought me to what this woman is saying now. He's saying 5,000 after they announced the account, only didn't approve. And the money that went into that account, nobody knows how much that went into that account. Till tomorrow morning. And she's questioning you to give account or statement of account of the account you guys are managing. That Onyendu is involved. I want people to understand what this woman is saying. But whereas 747,000 Umwere account will have the document, the money they ate. Umwere account, we don't know how much that went into Titumom, we don't know. In UK here, they take over £60,000 if it's not more than that. The one I'm concerned about, the one I know, because I don't say things I don't know. But she's talking about 5,000 euros, they send into that account, they ordered you to send money into.
None of you told them no. Nobody should just tell me that I am insulting. Talk less of the hypocrites that said they knew in 2 occasions. Because first of all, do you know why you to Mr. Sulovaria? Because I don't have coglione, but I have ovaria che sono grande quanto 2 coglioni che c'hai tu. No? Do you know why to Mr. Sulovaria? Because in 2 occasions, 3.
I want you guys to translate this Italian that she speaks, because I hear coglione when the time comes. I need to know what that means.
Before I started insulting you, when my case was brought up, you opened your mouth and said that you are not surprised I did that one again, because in other 2 occasions, you saw me, my attitude was the one of who wanted to collect the national coordinator from Ogro, who wanted to show that she knows. First of all, this is my anger with you. Or this is my question. I'm no longer angry with you people, because if I remain angry, is problem to my own organs. But my question with you people is this, and I will keep insulting you, because you are among the people that said that lie, that your observation was not true, and it was not your personal observation. It was the one that was why you made you to say so. Because the same thing, you people, coordinators, the new ones that don't know, or those of you that know that he is calling you people, that was the same thing he did with me. If I remember, for how many years, Ogro was moving everybody, anybody he wanted to fight. I never knew he will first of all come and start talking. I stayed hours with him on telephone. Let Ogro deny. I'm not lying against him. I'm not lying against him. I'm saying but the truth. But most of you, like the other stupid, most hopeless Odomazubike that also said, I am the cause of the problem. He don't even know where it started. Because he is the same place from you, with you. The same road to go. That is why you feel you can insult me. Huh? You call me Chedem. I'm not your mate. Atoromogro. Atochamununcha. Galen akwukwo kwunu awe. Omaskwa uru n'unu toro. but you know there na ala unu use chara maybe fake date of birth, but atọrọ m unu na ala unu na village unu na-akwanyere onye tọrọ unu ugwu nwaanyị ọmasịkwa ya wụrụ nwaanyị unu na-akwanyere ya ugwu unu na-akpọ ya nne onye a unu na-akwanyere ya ugwu, but unu hụrụ m unu bịa were m ka unu mee fọnchari unu ọga unu kọrọ aka na tipa bu aja ọ ga-apịa unu n'anya because nke mụ awụ egbe bere ugobere nke si ibe ya ebela nkwukwa ya unu bere m ebere asị na-eme struggle, but unu just nọgide forge ya n'isi m mee mụ na my own blood self eso okwu unu si na m ga-adị happy with you people, ma ndị ahụ nọ n'azụ na-ekwu about me. Akwa ịhụrụ ebere Sister Onyinyechi na ebere Eukeria na-eme m eziokwu. Sister Onyinyechi nwụrụ gị mee wepụ ọnụ m cha mie onwe gị, because at the end a ga-ete gị unyi because ị nọ n'akụkụ nke national ị na-eme ya n'ọka ime ya. Yes, because your vocation is for peace. I am also vocated. Who is not for peace? Ị ga-asị m leave it for God. No, this one was struggle. Ndị abụrụ m ebubo unu niile emechicha ọnụ nọ n'elia support ọha nọ n'elia si na m na-akparị unu nọ n'elia si na m na-eti mkpu onwedo onye unu mere m kọọlụ azụ isi ka unu konsolu tụm unu ahapụ m unu ga-atakute ya aja ma ọ bụ kọnkịrị kwarakwatakwa. Those sleepless, those obi mgbawa anya mmiri una ugoro bịa ya fake ishi mi anya na meeting. I'm not taking any. She wants to take the national coordinator. National coordinator bukwa go na he bugi now. National coordinator na he bugi and all get bugi to the grave. What I want to advise you, Ogro, and your cohorts, Ephraim, stupid boy, I want you with a brain, go to the upper, to the higher authorities and confess so that they will pardon you. If you people continue in being obstinated like this, after all, one does all the rego. Ha richara ego mgbe ha gara confess ha ji nwayo onye gburu ha rota. But okwe hụrụ ihe unu na-eme. Okpana okpoko gburu ntị chiri ya. Ihe unu nọ ka na-ebu ngo, ka na-eti mkpu, ka na-afụ akpụ, oketikpo ka unu chọrọ ịghọ. Ihe n'elu frọrọkpọ unu asịla adịghị nwe unu je. Ọ bụ nga unu ga-enwe ya lelia. Ka unu ga-eda this time around unu ga-enwe ya lelia. Because adịghị ihe mmere unu na-abịa soro m. Unu abịa mere m. Otu unu tekere nse. Onye ọbụla gị ime in danger. The life of his fellow comrade. Unu mere in danger my life. May endanger my life. May outcast. N'ihu coordinators. Aragba akwa unu. Gba akwa unu asị m. Aragba akwa unu. Gbafuchapụ unu anya. Unu ga-ehụ. Unu ahụbedeghị ihe. Adị m sure unu adịghị ihe ụra hima ya ehima. Unu agakwanụghị ihima ya ehima. N'ihi na unu sịla m agaghị imechi anya la m agaghị ṅụrụ mmiri tọgbọ iko ogwekwu na agakwana ṅụrụ mmiri tọgbọ iko. Ị hụrụ ma spiritually unu dị ịga onye ushi unu ga-agwa nne nna ya la ọ bụ hem kara la m sịla ọgwụ ya ọ dị ịgwọ nha yara kanụ nta dị ịga da aga akpa aha m da agwọ ọbụla nkwu ogbo ndị na-asị la aga m ikwu ya nwa unu dị ịga da aga agba ha da eme unu gada enwu unu abịakwunda m ọdọ unu bịa ọdọ. The next one unu ga-ebịa ga-aga ịbụ ọnwụ unu abịa agada ịkụgbu unu abịa ndị ọdọ. Ọ bụ ihe m dị igwu unu gbuo si m unu abịarịla ịnwa m ọdọ o.
It is really quite pathetic that I don't know. We're listening to this voice, but it's depressing for me to listen to this kind of very horrible voice and depressing. Some people don't understand Igbo, but I mean, this woman, beginning of this audio, she says she's an old witch because this is China Sanworu's senior sister, Chidimma Nworu. And now she's untouchable because they think they sold Mars and Nine and they do whatever. And this is why you see whenever they said IPOB is not family business, imagine such people on a position, though nobody will pay attention to them. That is the fact. Because in my own lifetime, I don't know, even when I was shouting Biafra, I don't even pay attention for one day for Biafra. I had Mars and Nine kind of watch once, and that was So, but when you hear this woman's voice and things that comes out of her mouth, anything she attributes to anybody is what she's doing. All this chanting, all this going to herbarists to do charm against people, they keep on mentioning Madame Nenyanya. Madame Nenyanya simply doing the job that she started doing since 2012, if I'm not mistaken. Until tomorrow morning, she's still doing what she do best. But nobody knows who this woman is. But you can see how she's virtually abusing everybody that crossed her way. That was the reason why China Sanwo came. The murderer himself, to threatening everybody to submission. But it's very good that we bring this voice to people to hear. It's depressing for me to sit down here and be listening to this. It's depressing, to be honest with you.
Unu chenunu puta giwa wogro puta here gwa coordinators Chinasanwo is threatening your life. That is my blood and I will defend him to the end. Okwa giwa ogro gi me mu na nwanne nwoke so okwu giwa sabotua and iwe pure sabotua, double edged, double server, double master server. Ogro ehubedege ya ibido di bege bido. Oge nyongola anya except me ga confess ya ga kuje edozie mo ba agba anyim ga confess ya se lekwa himene lekwa ndị duhere gị obuhe gị obuchala ebuhe gị sevogo me imefo ya ị ga-enwe ya lishim. Coordinators mona forget they no go bring that account. Una just the waste on our time. If una say una no do me because ogru no say if you carry that account come out una no sleep for 1 week. If next time then they tell una say stop, you go to run. They tell you run, you go just stop or you go look for something. Now he make it no one carry and come out. He know what he do. Even if I mislead her, make it go remove your head. You know one agree. It's still there. They do King Kong, they do Goliath. Goliath. The thing where David do Goliath, now ain't go still happen to her. Mona continue. And all the people where they come here, come they support her. All the people where they come here, come they support her. All those people where they come here, those people where shut up, they curse me for back. That curse now back to sender. Anybody who is cursing me in his secret, in her secret, back to sender. That your curse. That thing you are saying on me, back to sender. Talkless of unde nzama. Na chopos to PRO. Ndara. Ndara. You will see truth, you cannot say truth. Juoyi jugo yidre hot, dege hot. Imalo bontase, hell, per knife or bungri, obo in takala Malaysia, waji. Forward the match or bungri, obo gawalobi. Egage gas, I say forward the match, a gaworo. He, ngi munu, muneche garefo. Repent, repent, for the kingdom of God, the kingdom of Biafra is at hand. And except you repent, if you do not repent, you will go to hellfire. That is it. No two ways about it. Good night, everybody. Mombro lade godom chitara. Kenambu good night. And fondi ganebo ndi aga kwe mwanya la anya sununo ga kwe mwanya. Unaga yi orata. Akwa doro mi ishi yesterday ka nwanne onya si awu kwara. Na ihe m na-ekwu bụ n'ebe o shi bido ma ọwụ gị Mazi European Rep bịara na meeting anyị. Ma vondachi. Avola ma kwa na me dava kwa me kanka. Okunu ha de wish him hojo. Hojo ya brokwa kunu. Obotum ji kaya. Kabi square kaya. La ha. Biafra struggle na ino lime. Obohem jide da vuno no. Ehuru muna before bebe ari okwo ogwekem. Ogoro, if you don't come to plead with me, because I'm telling, yes, it's true. It will always hold on you. Ogoro, ekezie, but I know so I no go agree because I go say I die instead of me I call apologize. And I go die. That's why I talk am. For nyeka vichense, when no get what you want talk. You say my mouth, my words no get power. You don't say as you get power. You say and say you don't tajirila. So everybody don't you see and say don't come out because I swear if no be waiting national do yes make problem dey me but today you see am Onyeka Vicente you don't come out can't talk again you then national side pooh hypocrite of few types.
Like I said, fellow comrade and lovers of film, this is Biafra Alpha Power Media. I'm still member Zume here and with my fellow comrade of the Italian ESCO. I know a lot of people might be surprised, but this voice is a very depressing one, to be honest with you. But the good thing about this is that we must do this. This is what we're signing today. Now, I want to start first. I want to ask question. My questions first. Is any of you know what that word she said in Italy mean? Anybody that know the meaning, can you translate it to me before I ask question, before you guys give me your perspective?
Mazi, that word she used, coglione, just like asshole.
Okay.
That's what she means.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, I will go to you first, Maz Ogro, but for a reason. I want to ask you a specific question. When they finally hijacked Italian account, I think they printed the statement of that account, right? Did they?
Yes, they printed it out.
I don't know why. 1 second, Maz, don't you hear me when I ask you a question? Because it takes so long for you to respond.
Yeah, it delay.
Okay.
It delay. And it's breaking.
Okay, don't worry.
Are you hearing me now?
No, yeah, wait. I forget. Maz Ephraim, sorry, because this is finance. When they penetrate into that account, they were requesting the statement of account from the onset. Did they make it public?
Yes, Mazi. We got an information that when they printed that, they used it to do meeting, where they read everything to the coordinators and they now shared it to their board of their useless media warriors. We're even using it to do broadcasts and all that. So they did all these things. They did it. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Mazogo will be the last person to speak about this audio, because this audio, he mentioned all of you guys' name. So, Maz Ephraim, go forward and just give us your own view on this audio. Then Maz Ekeze, then come on to Mazogo.
Thank you very much, Mazi. You see, Biafrans, I don't know how this kind of person, this kind of woman will be in this struggle. No, she says something that she's older than every one of us. That in our hometown, somebody like her will call her Mamonia. But being an old witch, amusu tacha umazi diana for she's a witch. Even the babies in her womb, she ate all of them as a witch. Who will call her mama this? This woman is an old witch.
She don't have any child.
Demonic person. This is witch. She even ate all the babies in her womb. I'm proud to say this.
She don't have a child.
But she deserves it. She's a witch. She said many things here. The one she said about Rapture Media, that the National did not defend Rapture Media. Now, Rapture Media, the problem he had with Madam Nena, Rapture Media for once in his media, when Madam Nena will be online, encouraging people, talking to people about payments, about monthly donations and all those things, about finance, you will never see it on Rapture Media. He has never played it once on his media. But once any idiot comes out to insult Madam Nenaya, to insult her, that's the first place you get it. Then how do you expect the woman to be in the same meeting with you? What happened that night? I still remember, because most of them, they come out to lie. That's what they're meant for. They will come out to lie, accuse Madame Nene of attacking him. Madame Nene told, I still remember that day, Madame Nene told him that you allowed them to use your media to insult her, to insult Oyendu's family. For that, I will not be in the same meeting with you. It's either you go out or I leave. Is that an issue?
And I agree with her on that. I will do the same thing.
That was not an insult. Then this guy came up. He went to Agbain. He went to everybody, to the other idiot or former, and told them that Madame Neya insulted him. Who is he? It's an idiot. Just a coordinator. He's zonal coordinator. They can't even talk to you. They should understand one thing. They should understand one thing. If at all we were physical in the same place, we were in the same gathering in a hall, and you speak to Madame Nene like that, you went there, I will slap you.
Of course.
You went there. That's one thing they don't understand. This is a freedom fighting. We are not yet to. There's one other thing they said they are yet to get Biafra. They're not yet to make friends. I'm saying it again. Go and get your code of conduct. Read it page by page. Understand it very well. Because when the time comes, that is what we are going to use. We are going to use it to talk about what has gone, what has happened. So talking about this old witch, this woman, Chidimma, where she stays in Sardinia, a zone that makes no contribution to this struggle. Right from time. A lot of things have been happening in this struggle that is not supposed to be happening.
One second, Mazi, because you are the National Financial Secretary. Her zone does not contribute anything, yeah, and she's the one. Her job is to translate letter because they want to know what is happening in every sector within IPOB because they're up to hijack. Even their signatory that will allow her to sign, that gave them impetus to go and forge whatever they have done. She said she never wants to sign, but she knew what he was doing. She said, "Oh, I don't want to sign," but she knew what she wanted. Because what gave them the edge is because of that signatory that she's signatory to the same account, if I'm not mistaken, before whatever they have done, which they don't have the right to do it. You know?
No document.
Mazi, Mazi Chukuma called her double agent. You know, these audios you are playing now, then you will understand many things.
Yeah.
Why she was called Old Witch, why they called her double agent. When Biafrans continue hearing audios, they will understand where these names were coming from, why people were naming them all these names. These people were a double agent. Even before, when Ogru came in, his military came in, they had already been planning all these things. They were waiting for the time to strike. And immediately Oyendu had problem, they just came out.
Yeah, they came out. Yeah. I agree with you.
Thank you very much.
Let's just quickly wrap up because I think we just have another 10 minutes to wrap up. Mazi Kezie, please go on. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mazi, for giving me opportunity to say something. This audio have exposed a lot of things, even both to Chike Dozem that said, "Did he insult us? Have you insulted you?" I have not seen anything insult because he didn't call the national coordinator and ask him what happened, what transpired in Italy. He just listened only that lady and just present his judgment. Somebody that calls himself HOD. And he say he heard a voice when she called Adanen by grace. You see, insulting everybody. Head of finance of IPOP worldwide. Because whenever Adanen comes on air, or even when we hold a meeting with Adanenna, when Adanenna mentioned any amount, she will be the first person to shout, "Oh, Obiakulozo." They have already the kuchi money, because whenever Nena say we are going to pay, she will first shout. You didn't know that you're married an Italian white man. That should be supposed to be other ones that marry Italian people that are, even if we will not mention of money they've just paid, and you will be shouting. And immediately he knew that after the rendition, and he knew that his brother was a group of people that are in charge of Eastern Security. That is where her head burst out. She can never talk without his brother. People are jealousing for what? They want to know what is in inside account. We told them that onion is no, they are saying no, we can never accept it. These people brought what I have not seen in IPOP. Look at how she is insulting everybody, mentioning people's name. Because we told her that issue of finance belongs to Nena. And whenever Nena authorized, we do what Nena said. Because issue of finance, not issue of HOD or coordinators. Because even the money we are sending to any country, any place, Nena, is Nena the one that directs us to send the money. Not Chike, not Abanyo. They are looking for a statement of account for us to print it out. We told them no. Let us first of all hear from head of finance. And the head of finance, we told head of finance, this is same account Onyendo used to operate. Can we expose it? Can we print the statement of account? He said, okay, let me go and seek from Onyendo. We should give him date. Then she sent a message to Onyendo, and Onyendo said no. That is why he had to see that memo. And we asked, he said no. Onyendo said no, we shouldn't.
And one second. He just said something now. So even though when they started this, Madam Nyanya still listened to them and said, I will send a message to Onyendu. And after Onyendu said no, Chief Stadium knew that Onyendu said no. And they said no. And they still went ahead. This is one thing people must take home. And they still went and fraudulently went into that account, what like they did in Germany, and make that statement of account publicly to DSS. Nobody knows why they make it publicly and use it on program. And then now they're telling you the one man's man come out of prison. How?
Yeah,
your leader is in prison. He doesn't want you to make a document publicly, and they went ahead and do it. I just want it to be known. Go on, Maz, quickly. Let's just wrap up.
Efe made a program with that account. Efe, she made a program with that account. So when I want them to come and mention where we ate money. Hence, they have printed a statement of the whole account. They're supposed to come on air and told us those allegations they are giving to us. We are now telling the world what happened, what transpired into Italian account. They're supposed to come out also too and say and told the world what happened, how we ate the money, what transpired. They can't come out because they know what they did is a crime against humanity and a crime against IPOP. Because Chike Doziem and Abaim is covering them and Chinas and Wolu. But when Onyendo comes out, we know who is who. Whether we obey the code of conduct and the head of finance, or are they the one that disobey Onyende and the code of conduct, we will know, because what we did is the right thing. Because when they started this menace, we asked Nena as a head of finance, look at what transpired, look at what is going. He told us that he's going to send a message to Onyendu, and which she did, and called the whole Italian national coordinator and passed that information. They didn't accept it, even to the extent when Adanena called that meeting. Abayim instructed our national that Nena has no right to hold meeting with the nationals coordinators. You see? And before Mazogoro, he said that Mazogoro should relate to Nena and know what the message the director sent to Nena. And Nena passed that message to our national, and our national passed the message to Abayim that directors say nobody should tamper that account, nobody should print any settlement of account. They should leave that thing. They are not into finance, but they still persisted that that message is not from Onyendu. But when Onyendu comes out, we know whether Onyendu sent the message. But that memo is that memo have already buried the whole thing. That memo, Onyendu said that nobody should tamper. Should open any account. You see. So,
thank you. Mazogo, please wrap up in 5 minutes so we can close this program. Thank you.
Yeah, Mazindewo, thank you very much for your effort in this particular issue. You know, that lady called Chide Manwuru. Let me remind ourselves and the coordinators and the whole world that are listening to us tonight that even when, because he made mention of I did not defend Rapture Media, Jackson Moses. This is how this lady is going around calling people on phone. She has exposed everything here. There's no need of me saying it because everybody hearing us tonight heard it from her, from the voice we played here. When Adanenia called me to host a meeting to congratulate Italian coordinators for their efforts, somebody ran to the Osnabrück, that guy, that man you see there in Switzerland. Very, very devilish human being I have ever come across in my life. For Osnabrück, I will continue calling his name because I want him not to go that direction, and he persists to do that. That's why I said in the beginning, what this IPOB did, they don't. None of them have the capacity to do. This is the message they sent them to do through Osnabrück, no any other person. Somebody ran to the Osnabrück and told him that Nenanya is coming to Italy. Osnabrück called me and said that Edoziem said nobody should attend that meeting. Even if they want to attend, no coordinators should attend. Let the finance officers attend. Then I get back to Adanena and see what she said. The reason why this Rapture Media entered that meeting, because he don't have anybody. Don't have anybody in this zone. He just concentrate on his platform, making money in IPOB. That is why, and he also a PRO. I appointed him as a PRO. That's why he entered that meeting. Then, when Adanenia came into that meeting, Adanenia said, this guy is insulting me that I cannot be in the same meeting with him. And I reasoned with her because the head of finance. And these are command and control. I must obey. And not that she said, I witnessed everything by myself. Even when this guy, he says, looks like a lizard called Darlington, came into his platform and cascading in because he's the one that started everything. He said that Daniel did not, she don't have a child, he don't this. I called her by myself, say, why are you people allow this guy to say such a thing on air? He said they have told him not to say that, but he continued. And you call yourself a leadership. This IPOB we are seeing today. And when Adanenia said she don't want him, I said, okay, leave. This is his field. This is her field. Do it. This guy later called me that I could not defend him when I said, how can I defend you? Why? This is not about the defending. She has said what he observed and what she don't like. So I have to. That's not I can do. I cannot argue with her. It is her field. So we end it there. Then this Chidimamuru continue ranting up and down, making call round. And remember, she's always saying that I kept her online for many hours. What are we discussing in the first place? That is the question I ask this lady. What? So I have no any other thing to do, just to be on telephone with you as my girlfriend or as what? As my wife. That's how I've been around. Those ones she's cursing here is those ones that argue with her, didn't like what she said. That's why he surfaced on the social media, start cursing them. But at a point, all of them succumb. That is why I say, you see, some of coordinators here in Italy, they don't want it to be a man. They don't, because I didn't find any of our women inside that rubbish, except she alone. Later, run around to make sure that you make all of them to fall into this victim they are in today. But let us see what is going to happen. You heard her here saying Adanenia is going for juju or something like that. Because all this juju they are talking about, this is what they have been doing. What they have been doing, because if you don't know, why should you be saying it? Who knows where they have gone so far, maybe to bury Adanenia, but they couldn't because Ichuku Kiabama is in charge. That's why they can't sleep anymore. She said that we embezzled money. They never said, we are waiting for them to they come out and say, we embezzled money, so place, how much we embezzled, but they are still ranting, calling, we embezzled, we this and that, calling names, and the chicken doesn't say, this lady did not cost me, he did not do this, but I hope it doesn't, Mr. Memo, the account Chester, I hope you have had her several occasions, and many more is coming. We are not going to stop. Even if we reach 1,000 episodes, we are here to expose everything. Because these people, they are not worthy to be in IPOB. I must tell you. So Adanenia left what a good job he's doing for IPOB to begin to go for Dibia from Dibia. See, these people are something else. These people are something else, Mazi. This lady is not.
Thank you very much.
They are here for family business, as they are telling us that it's not a family business, but they are the one that are championing it. What a pathetic.
Yes, Mazi. Anyway, we wrap up. This is 2 hours mark, and fellow comrade, this is still Biafra Alpha Power Media. My name is Mazi George Ume. And I'm still here with Italian ESCO, and we are coming to the wrap up this program now, because we didn't expect to be this long. But because we have to go through the processes of Onyendu, we touched on it a little bit, and but it worthwhile. And tonight is another wonderful expose, and it's going to be in our archives. It's very important people understand the fundamental reason why we are here. We wouldn't sit here for 2 hours for just talk's sake. No, everything we say is with evidence. And I can't thank you guys enough, everyone, for coming. Mazi, thank you guys for coming, and we'll reconvene again next week because episode 8 is coming next week. Yeah, Mazi, everyone, thank you for coming. Thank you. Yes, thank you, fellow comrades and the lovers of freedom across the globe, for listening to us this evening. And subsequently, this episode 8 will emerge next week. Like I said, this program is designed because a lot has happened within IPOB for this past 30 months. And yeah, South Africa have started theirs as well. UK here, we've got a couple interviews from our Deputy National Coordinator. As we go on with Italy, and a lot of things is going to come out. We have a lot of evidence as well, to show Biafrans. It's just a matter of time. The time factors, because this individual does not worthy to be around anybody. They are not worthy to be around anybody. They are the worst thing that have happened to us. But you know what? The only thing you must take away from all this whole thing we are going through today is that Onyendu, our leader, need. And this process is what we have to pass through before we will actually emerge as a nation. Because one thing Onyendu won and still warning is that we must remove the mentality of buying and selling. Being an entrepreneur is not a bad thing, but when you have the, that backwardly thinking that everything's centered around yourself. If you in IPOB, the first thing you must do, you must detox yourself to be a selfless person. If you are in any position is voluntary, you see yourself as a servant. You see yourself as what? As a servant. You have no power against anybody. All of us are here to help our leader. Our leader, with all the power he possesses, he never oppressed anyone. He's a man that listens. He's a very good listener. I have been in numerous meetings with Onyendu. When things go wrong, if he gets involved, he will actually want to listen. He gives everybody the audience to explain themselves. And our leader does not listen to gossip. A leader should not indulge in listening to gossip. Gossip is one of the things that destroyed our former deputy leader. He was a good man. But gossip was one of his downfall. Because if he wasn't listening to gossip, he shouldn't have made an enormous mistake. If he could have kept to the professional, I say professionalism comes to everything you do in life, even when you're under pressure, as in anything you do, how do you handle it? Because when you start listening from people from behind, just like the woman said, that after that incident, nobody came to call her, to pat on her, to talk to her at the back. I don't want to have a meeting within meeting. We started having that in UK here. That is Kabah. So when they come to meeting, people are not free to say what they want to say anymore. That is not IPOB. Why would I want to sit in? Why did we took oath? The reason why we took oath is because we shouldn't be scared of each other. That is why Onyendu make it abundantly clear that before you become a member of IPOB, that you must be under oath. Doesn't matter who you are. And that's what has kept us going. And I said, the oath we take is our vengeance because it's a blood covenant. But like I said, this program is designed and it will continue. And this week, I will definitely continue with the episode 2 of the dilemma of a crooked sacked lawyer. I'm going to give you details of what they have done in these past years and what has brought us to where we are. Because after his last mockery he made himself on the so-called radio, and he exposed himself more, so we will help him to bury him alive. You see them running around in the court like a clerk or court rat. but you are not involved in the Lego team anymore. You want to remain relevant, not with Maz and Nankan. You guys have done this for years now. We will give you the details of what have transpired over these years. On upcoming episode, I'm going to go on Nifanye Ejiofor, the ungrateful animal itself. So I thank all of you for listening to us. As always, we will continue to uphold the decorum of IPOB in everything we do, regardless who might be hurt or how you feel. It doesn't really matter. What matters is the guiding principle, which is our code of conduct. That is the fundamental to me as a member of this family. And we shall uphold it to hold those that have died. They're not here. Only in this setting. They are not here. Now we are here to defend them. And our duty is to make sure we keep fighting and keep driving this ship. Our leader is being held. Mandela was here for 27 years. So all hope is not lost, but we must be guarded. For those making cynical comment and empty threat. And again, the program of Mazen Nandekan, who sold Mazen Nandekan, I think episode 4 is going to be coming up. I have programs that mapped up. Like I said, we don't just wake up and come on the social media and ranting every day. Biafra Television and Biafra Radio, we come up there to give you analysis of what happened in, I guess, our national radio is secret. It's secret. It's not where we dabble into issues. What we do there is that we come there to give you analysis of what is happening, what concerns IPOB. But when you have issue that is bordering on IPOB internally, we will come down here on behalf of our critical analysis. This is a critical analysis hosted by Mazume. It is critical analysis. So bear that in mind, that anytime we come here to critical analyze things without any prejudice. It's uncensored. I want you to take that home, and we continue.
My sister, no, her family Italy. Since I know she can do something for the struggle. I know she can help. But the time when was it? My sister, somebody, my sister here, somebody, because I'm now with Carlota. Obia go get any man say Abanya, Mama say Ogo. See, I go, you were trying to get some more or you know. Now, here they go, and the next day, man go for. And then I put it to her long come. Oh, my life. My sister, nobody keep pushing. Now, they strong on hand. Oh, my sister, coordinator. My sister, I joined again. IPOB, no. During the Iranian town, my sister, IPOB family in Sardinia. And she has helped a lot of people. But one thing, my sister cannot talk. Even one of my sister, they so help them because of Italy. And I'm going to my sister. Because Okudoku IPOB, my God, were off. My sister, about the IPOB during Okoro. My sister, about the IPOB, me Okoro. But Okoro, she knows some more. Diana cannot have to rubbish my family. I have taken a loss from the IPOB. Only I'm sorry, first, now the first year, I didn't know what I tell you. Because already had the wicked, all of the evil. All of the example of evil. You never put the evil in my Zabanium. The Google on this. The Google on the Benetali. Then I went to how about I did not say it? I'm not going to show. Yes, but I am a Carol. I am for it. You have some more. You have to share my sister. I don't know who we don't pay. It's all I read in us. What is the man who wants to make money? And I'm a queer go to Anya. Because every time now, you never know what's the problem. I tell some more. Now, my sister, also my sister, I got no information. No, my sister, I get it. Oh, my son, I don't play the one I give. Masai, Italy. That's like your place. And then from your pro, see my sister. You know, Basara family. Oh, to a better you. See, and the one contact, get coordinator, all this thing. The young people go here and tell them too much. Young person tell them, and I'm like, oh, the right, they suspend my sister for 6 months. She has the right. But I'm not a born again. Oh, you cannot talk because Carlota somewhere. I can make your As I am sending this message, I am blocking from my line. As I'm sending this message now, I will remove it from my line. I have nothing to do with you. Alaga my hammer. Nobody from knows of Saramo. I don't play. I cannot say so much. I cannot spend much time because today when I meet I want to understand. None of them can vote. We need to open it at the person not in as a vote. Oh yeah, what do you say is this? I want to be complain that you can intervene somewhere. I want to be you think we don't know what is all this going on?
Today we repose all that we are. Most High Himself.
Good evening, fellow comrades and lovers of freedom. Across the globe. This is Biafra Alpha Power Media. My name is Amaz George Izuchukwume. I reside here in the United Kingdom. And it's 16 minutes on top of the hour here, 8 p.m. And the same 16 minutes on top of the hour, 9 p.m. in the Holy Land of Biafra. And today is the 23rd day of November, year of our Lord, 2023. And this evening, this is the continuity. This is episode 8 of the exposition of cabal within the DOS and Italian families. As you can hear from the beginning of this program, we play a succinctly put from Alpha Power Media House, edited audio that came from the murderer himself, threatening a sitting national coordinator of Italy. And we make it public because all these things is going to be in our archive. We do not accuse people. We take their word. We put it to you to understand, because at the end of the day, they've forgotten why we are here today. They abandoned our leader. They embarked on servitude to make sure our people are being mowed down in their own land. We want Biafra land to be peaceful, but these evil men, they have settled our people because they are selfish individuals, even though they have went around threatening people. Someone is a pseudo, is a monkey, and he's hiding his face, go behind the closed door, shouting and raging on people, because Mazen Nanikano means absolutely nothing to them, because they have told them that Mazen Nanikano will die in the SS dungeon. But I'll tell you one thing, they all will be disappointed how it's going to turn out. It is a matter of time. Today, I have the Italian escorts with me here in the studio, and I will definitely bring them in for them to introduce themselves. Remember that this is Biafra Alpha Power Media, and this is critical analysis. We digest things in a manner that you might not understand it, but we bring it to the lowest level of perspective, for layman perspective, to understand what we are doing. That is why we bring everything with evidence on the screen. There's no hearsay, but we have to give it to you the way it's in black and white. Let me bring the Italian family here with us so that they can introduce themselves before we forge ahead on this episode 8. Then the rest will be history. We got a couple of voices we're going to play tonight as well. My fellow comrade, I welcome you here, Italian family. The national coordinator, please introduce yourself, then fellow suit as the hierarchical requires. Welcome all of you. This is Biafra Alpha Power Media. Maaz Ogro, go ahead, please.
Ndewo Maazị Ume, udo dịrị gị nwa Chineke. Good evening, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, lovers of freedom around the world. My name is Maazị Obichukwu Kamado Ogro. I reside here in Italy, and I serve IPOB as the national coordinator. Under the leadership of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, no any other person. Ndewo no Chineke.
There were Mazi from God, please.
Good evening. Good evening,
Good evening,
Biafra.
Mazi.
I am Ephraim Okechukwu, the National Financial Secretary, IPOB Italy, under the leadership of Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, the Supreme Leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Thank you very much.
Go on, Mazi Ekezie.
Good evening, Mazi Ume, and good evening, fellow comrades, Biafrans all over the world and lovers of freedom. My name is Amademus Chukuma Ekezie. By God's grace, IPOP National Treasurer and also Sandona Coordinator.
Welcome. Thank you very much. This evening, we are continuing with the episode 008. As you can see on the screen, Mazi, we had a voice that we need to continue with, but it's very, very important that we actually play the voice that everything, the originator of this whole episodes was the threat directly to a sitting national coordinator. And I have to give it to Alpha Power Media family because, I mean, they know exactly how to do this. And we continue to do this work because it's a crowding call. This evening, before we continue, I don't know if some of you watched the program I did over the weekend, Who Sold Mars and Nnamdi Kanu. I played a voice there, and that a voice that the same threat goes to our eminent special counsel, Lawyer Jimako, because as all you all know, what they do is that they went into to blackmail people under submission, and that's not the first time they have threatened him openly. That was the time they went to his village and burned down houses with their so-called dead man squad. We have all these things on now, and the records are there. So, and it's imperative that as we continue to do this, like we said from the beginning, this program is designed to educate our people and to unveil the hidden within IPOB and things that have transpired and what these evil men have done within IPOB. What they have done is what we are here to abort, because at the end of the day, our forebearers will one day listen to all these things we are doing here, regardless that the fundamental our leader will be a witness to all this. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing that we have said here that's outside the box. It is what they have done. And our job is to put it on in a very precise manner that people can digest them. And that is exactly why we're here. And tonight, we're going to start with an audio again of China Sanwo-Olu's sister, Chidinma Nworu, the old witch called herself. Well, before then, there's a video. This video is an old video. I want to play it as well. I play this voice because everything that have happened in Biafra land, a lot of people forgotten that. Even before some people hijacked, let's go back to the days of when they call sit at home. Onyendu suspended that sit at home 72 hours. 72 hours before China Sanwo-Olu die, our leader, and come on air and announce it at home. That is now becoming what people are hiding under. Biafra land has been desolate because of that one single act. The same person did all of this. Started killing people, kidnapping people. China Sanwo-Olu and his criminal gangs, they initiated it first. And that's whole sort of it we need to talk about. But I want to play one particular video before we move forward this evening. And I want us to take something from this particular thing. Because at the end of the kidnapping, whatever is happening, whoever you want to point finger, the problem is that if there is an issue, what you must start from is how did all this whole thing started? It was one singular mistake, which we have in audio. He later came and confessed that Onyendu was sending message. Everybody was reluctant. Do you know what that means? It is not that this guy have come out blatantly. I said it before. China Sanwo-Olu and his entire family, miserable and wretched family, hated Mars and Nnamdi because they want to be like them. You cannot give what you don't have. It's impossible. Respect is something that is earned. People don't respect you because you're shouting like a mad dog. Without Mars and Nnamdi name mentioned that is stepped upon, who knows? Up to date, nobody knows you physically. We have your pictures doesn't mean people know you. There's some people that know you, but you're not out there like all of us as Biafrans fighting to restore Biafra. You are not there. So I want to play one particular video. That video was about the kidnappers and all these people, but it's important we take something from it before we move forward tonight. Thank you very much, everybody. Please pay attention.
Yes, sir. So where are the camps? Tell us, where do you guys camp? Our car protect for back of that police station for Park, but how long has it? 6 or 7 months. We don't have any car. Why? One on the because of my own. Police they find me.
Okay, that is the way they kill that time. Your men follow now. How will I kill now?
Yes, my men will go on and the person will shoot the head and a free man. Free man with the sky as the number 1.
Who is sponsor you?
Now, China and war. China and war. In that blood.
Where are you from?
Where are you from? Me.
No.
China and war. I just know as a BOS commander.
US commander for what?
From ESM.
So how long has it been sponsoring you guys?
Getting to 2 years now.
Him and who?
Him with the forest.
To carry out activities in Imo State.
Sir?
To carry out activities in Imo State. He sponsors the people to carry out.
Yes, sir.
So which other people where they follow Chinese as the sponsor?
The only okay falling with the Chinese where the sponsor us are blood. The other man for village here now, Italy is our issue.
So which reason is it giving you guys to go and attack everything?
It is very important that I want to say something. Before now, so many of us, a lot of things has been said, and some of us defended them in the past, hoping that these people somebody might be lying to them. But today, until something happened to you, until you become a victim of the real stuff, you cannot speak. And some of us that is under oath, we're being careful. That's why I just don't come up and say things on my own. I make sure that before I accuse a fellow comrade, because it's against our oath, you don't do stuff like that. They started all this blackmailing, and to blackmail people to submission. But as you can hear, this man will not, who okay foreign is, and China Samoru. Somebody will not say that someone buy them to be saying what they're saying. Of course not. And they mentioned ESN. They are not ESN because China Samoru was the one that started using ESN to threaten people. ESN is not an arm for IPOB to oppress anybody. ESN was formed out of necessity. And I want to make it abundantly clear. And now people will be asking questions, why am I emphasizing on this? Because this is where all this whole thing started. Now, they are associating ESN with criminality. They themselves coming out at threatening people that if we found you in Facebook, we didn't catch you on the media, then we send ESN to follow that person and murder those people. These things are on tape. It's on tape. So when somebody come out and saying that the people are sponsoring them, just like when they told the people they have a project, they went and saw Fendi in Aba and give that Aquarawa Mende because Aquarawa Mende was the man they wanted dead at all costs. So they make sure they use that particular event to murder that guy with about 50 men. All those people that were kidnapped by the Nigerian police, nobody and army, nobody know where they are tomorrow morning. Nobody talks about them. Just some dream today, they compensated that girl by sending her to the United Kingdom. She lives in Nottingham now. She came to UK. They put it on social media. I know why I'm saying all these things because at the end of the day, all these things is what has brought all of us here now. This is why we are making time to come here to explain. And I want Biafra to this is not about prejudice or whatnot. IPOB never discussed our internal affair until these people emerge. And they have had a few days enough because even you have the temerity to send a voice note, a special counsel to Mazen Nankan, dare him to send it to Mazen Nankan and say it 3 times on that audio. Tells you all you need to know. I will stop there. Now, let's move forward for what we have come here to do tonight. But we lay foundation here because at the end of the day, we didn't just wake up one morning and start calling the name of China Sanwo. I know people that came out and put up a disclaimer against me because of China Sanwo. When I knew, because I don't speak anyhow. I don't speak anyhow. And I will defend anybody that is pure in IPOB. I don't care if I know you physically. A lot of people are defended on this platform. I never met them unless me and you speak. But I don't do it because I want to please you. No, I'm doing it because he's noble as an IPOB member. And this is why we sworn an oath to do. To make sure we look after our own. We don't left our own behind. So that's why we're here. So now we continue with the voice. This is episode 8. For some of you that have not been following this program, the program is in all our media platform is there. You can watch it from episode 1 to which already we sometimes we broadcast them. Very, very important. This is a history. This is a documentary of what transpired. This is just Italy. South Africans have started their own. Joburg have now. We started with South Africa we done program with South Africa. Not Joburg started it. It was what does he call them again? They started it because started doing program with them. I forgot what their names are. So but they're still there. But I'm saying consistency is very important. So now we are moving forward. Let's listen to the voice, and as we go forward, we're going to be analyzing it. I think it's Western Cape. Western Cape started, this whole thing. They came out emphatically with us, and I've done numerous programs with, Western Cape, which Aliam is the coordinator, a good man, and the team themselves. They all have staff family, and he's the one that has stood firmly from day one with his wife Lolo. And today, Joburg, which they have a lunatic that came from nowhere, try to subdue them. Even they went to where they were doing meeting one time to fight them and all that, to have all this on tape. So I have to encourage all of us, because it seems like we have left. No one talks about Mazim and the kind of what is happening with Onyendu. They don't talk about it. They want to engage you to be talking about irrelevant things. But I tell you what, this is not irrelevant, because this is the people that actually their action and inaction is why Onyendu is still left in the DSS dungeon. Take it to bank. So let's kick off with this voice. This is China Sanworu's elder sister, Chidinma Nworu, the old witch. She ascribed to herself, not me. She said it. So let's listen.
International.
See Ugochukwu Canary, Ogwa Paul Canary. Ihe na-emegbukwa gechekwa mmewo mmadụ self. I'm not part of Grokeno since. So I don't know anything about the struggle. That's why you name me na say that knowing him na chobu my wish. Aragbabukwa ge Paul Canary. And magwage eziokwu. You are a hypocrite, and if not possible, you are an autopilot. Gina odoma azubike. Okwesi na omu awepụrụ ya. Ihu memo edere gotakwara memo ahụ ka ọ na-eme agụ English. Memo ahụ makwa ya agụ. Ihe memo ahụ dere gị. Ọ sị gị no for various insubordination. Ọmụnwa ka o mere insubordination. Again na due to fake document or forgery with aha ya. What are you talking, Paul Canary? Ga go memo before na be na kpoma aha here. Don't call my name.
Maaz Ogro, there's something we need to take in all these conversations. He mentioned a fake document. So I want you to remember, fake document. I'm not going to stop the audio. I want you guys, the point I'm going to ask. If you want to contribute on her voices, fair enough. But Paul Canary, I don't know who he is, but you guys know exactly why he's bashing on this individual at the end of the day. So you guys will explain. But importantly, she said that he forged a document. So we want to know what that document is all about, please. Remember.
But I'm maybe equal. It's a struggle now, carry on. Oh, kunu hunia na wano mbao la mjisigi na mchoro national coordinator ya wa unu no from the beginning ebidona ashigide mash. Why shouldn't I be happy? Ana mamalelu na amada. Because obiare ebum ebuolo onwe ya. That's what I said. Omuas haga forge her letter. Msere ha forge her letter. My subordination o wenyere ya. Ipotagi na eme reasoning. HDOS biara a meeting. So okay, no send area account. Gini win subordination ahụ mere. Second to you, on your HDOS account, and that man ababe biagwa makaya. So what is it that is hidden in that account? Ebe na achi ihe igekwu. Stop calling my name because a woman wa mere ihe mwa na angori onwo. Ni ihe unu nchi maka ewekpodo m n'obe. It's not what my first message cancel yourself. Mo ye garas na akwo onwe gi shinaja with this one in ekwu. Never don't dare you, please. Don't dare you tell me rubbish. I'm on a side of Grokeno. Ebe unu na ahụ ihe ọjọọ, unu asị na ihe ọjọọ ahụ ogru na-eme na ọ dị mma. Ya gajiere unu. Ya ngwa na ihe ahụ ogru na ndị otu ya na-eme. Ebe unu ka na-ebelieve kanụ nta. Nọkwa n'elie na-ashashi na unu nọ with DOS. DOS pụtakwuo the truth. Unu asị DOS na ihe ha na-ekwuwashi. That onye ndu, anybody that comes to you and say onye ndu said, Onyendu is still alive. That person, you are a liar. Very soon, Nigeria election now, so selection Hannah go today. The next person must release Onyendu. Then we will hear the whole issue. If Tahe na abia krom rubbish. Gini would Onyendu puta. Ogoro kana abadu na ekwe. Kekwana anyi memu unu jizi na the struggle. Everything which they match them mangi bukwanu ni na chim them ma. Ana me etinye aka n'ihe rụrụ arụ. Eritube m ego. Ekwobere m mmadụ ekworo. Enwubere m mmadụ anya ọfụ. Ginwa wụrụ na ginwa nwere nwanne ba uru ihe na akọ eri. Anaghị enwe ara ṅụọ avụ. Ye need a letter for the struggle. Me wete unu ekwere maka ekpodo m n'obe. Ịhụlanị ya. Ebe anyị ukwu obi ọjọọ ekworo. Hatred ha nwere asị ha kpọrọ mụ. Mere ha aga mee mistake. I'm about the letter. Ọmụnwa kwuru about the letter. Ihe na na-emere ewetara m ya sọ ọmụnwa mere this letter. M sọ ọwụ ọmụnwa. M sọ ọwụ ọmụnwa mere ya o. So ozi ọmụnwa mere. So ọmụnwa gwara ogoro si ya ga-afọ ọjị ya letter. Were nye ndị na-aga rally. So ọmụnwa gwara ogoro si ya ga-afọ ọjị ya that letter ahụ afọ ọjịrị. That letter ga-agbazi na this forum. Ka unu hụ the difference. Ihe kuna hụla memo HDOS. Letterhead IPOB worldwide. Na signature ya. Gaa chọọ ndị nke m na-translate. Lekwa otu ọ na-adị. So ọmụnwa so ogoro forge ya. Ka ọ wụzikwa mụnwa forjiri nye. Chukwubuike ma ọmụnwa nyere gị ya. Mgbe ị bịakwutere m gịnị ka m gwara gị? Na maka letter ka eji gbuo m. Gị gaa through the right source. Who was the right source? It was Ogoro. But you went to Ogoro. Did you ever come back to me and told me, okay, you've gotten it, no problem, everything is okay? I did not mind. But Hola no teacher no nile na nsogbu now. Iputara here na agụrụ anyị iwu. Ogoro ji did dissolved. But so here emegu.
I want to comment on a couple stuff here, before we continue, because this is a lengthy voice note. So, excuse me. If I allow it to continue playing, without interjecting, then, and I think what is going to happen, I'm going to bring you guys on the screen. For now, I want to ask some specific questions. Then, so we don't want you to play. I think it's gone on to the half of the audio. First question I want to ask is this. She talked about forged document, because I want to know what this forged document is all about. The forged document is what I want to know. What is this forged document she mentioned that you went and forged document and the letter? We have talked about this letter on this program, and it has come back again. So for those that have watched it or hasn't watched it, but I want to emphasize again, is it the same thing that applied to what we discussed before? Is the same letter you guys required to go to rally? Because I had that mentioning Larry. So you now put your own signatory there as the national coordinator. Is that what she referring as forging the letter, please? I want to clarify this, Mazogo.
And Wamazi, thank you very much. It's the same letter is she talking about. And
Okay.
forging of signature she's talking about is because she has subordinated. That's why I did not give her the impetus anymore to go ahead. Then our Reverend sister did it. I did not even touch it. All these things they are talking about, she's talking about is just trying to confuse people or just to get my name before the public. But we are here, and everybody in IPOB know what transpired then. That thing she's saying is fallacy. The person that did it is still alive. What the forgery they are talking about is that a dozen signature still on that letter, which I discussed with Osnabaim. After they have wrote a memo down, Osnabaim told me that next time I should sign. All this while, this lady that is ranting now have she ordered me to put my signature. But because I have go to the length to find out that these people has penetrated here and doing whatever they likes with her brother.
Okay, let me stop
now
you there.
she turn around.
Maz, wait. That's something I want to clarify because just for the purpose of the audience, right? Now, you said that because of Chikedozium signatory was still on the letter, right?
Yeah.
So the letter in question, one second. The letter in question, you authorize the letter, but the letter still bearing Chikedozium signatory, just like how they normally does it, right?
Exactly.
Because that letter is what they call template. So you have Chikedozium template, right?
Yeah.
So the template is what you use because you copy and paste, and you copy his signatory and paste it. Is that what happened?
Exactly.
Under the leadership of IPOB, that is not a forgery, and it's not a fraud because
and just a second. When we reach the voice of the coordinator of Rome, which was on ground that day, you will still hear there is a story coming up. Don't worry.
No. It's not about the voice. What I want to clarify, because I don't need anybody's voice to clarify this to me, or when that voice came, but based on hosting this program or concerning what is in question. Now, I want to put it in a very direct manner that even a layman that is listening to this program now, let's clarify this. The forgery she's claiming is this. Over time, they have been concocting letter, which they shouldn't be doing so, because that's the reason why you are a national coordinator. But because they have ulterior motive and agenda from onset, they're setting up to something. China Sanwo lives in Kuwait. He's not even in Europe. He lives in desert. So I don't know why. What concerns him to be translating Italy? Doesn't speak Italy. This is something that is a software. Even Microsoft can do all of this work. I don't understand. But my question is this. Now, what I want to clarify is that there's a template from the head of Directorate of State, right? That used, to copy and paste the letter for people to go and protest. So what is the forgery here that is making our people to go and protest for Onyendu release? I don't understand it. So for those that listen to us, so Mazi, so this is what I want to clarify, because sometimes when people are talking, somebody that listen today might not listen the day we are talking about this, So as this come up, I need to nail it. That's why it's called critical analysis. I need to analyze it to the layman perspective. So whoever is listening understand there's no forgery here. Chikedozium was meddling in Italy, which he has no right to do. They should give you autonomy. Autonomy as a national coordinator to do whatever you want. Your signature should be in every letter for every protest in Italy, to any government in Italy, unless a generic letter, unless a worldwide generic letter, making it about if Chikedozium can come and debate me, let me tell you, Chikedozium is a non-entity. Because even code of conduct is signed, he didn't even know what the code of conduct stands for. Who the heck is Chikedozium to determine what you do in Italy? He doesn't have that power. His power, even though he's the head of the Directorate of State, but you are the one representing IPOB in Italy. I want you to say it, representing him mean your signatory is what matters. Even in UK here, our national coordinator signatory is what goes in everything we do on nationwide in United Kingdom. In any elsewhere in the world, that's IPOB for you. So that's why I want to clarify. Let's leave that and come back. The forger, understand, and the letter. And number two is that she's daring our leader, because I want to take a bulletin point before we start. She's daring our leader. Like anybody coming out to say that Onyendu said. This is why you know that China Sanwo and her sister, they all know what they are doing, because they believe Mazen Nankali will not come out. So if we can not get message from Onyendu, on which frequency, on whose authority are you operating? Very, very important. I want people to pay attention. So, and she talk about insubordination. Subordination is what they give to all of us, because once you question their nefarious activities, they label you insubordination. So let's move forward. I know that Mazi Kezie and Mazu Ifani, Mazi Okechukwu Ugu. So I will come back to you guys because I wanted to clear this. So let's move forward before I come back to you guys, please. Yeah? No one.
Now, give one old coordinator since 19 Purigidim, no date. na ịnọdụ enye gị leta ịma nke wishi leta ịma nke wuri signature gị were muguru ga-atinyekwa ya na envelope. Kedu ihe unu na-akọ distin? Kedu ihe unu na-akọ ihe a na-abịa bịa sa na-achọ post gịnị ka eji dị post ọwa eme? Ka ihe eji dis post eme? Isha dị unu mma for real. Isha dị unu mma ebe a nke unu bụ ya na-aga. Bet ihe m na-ekwu na ihere na-eme unu, ihere megbukwa unu. Ọdọmazụ biko autopilot kwa ịghọla n'autopilot ijiri ọnụ gị kwuo ya na ịwụ autopilot. Ị ga-agakwujekwa n'ndị autopilot. And o nwere okwu ikwuru isi onye ọbụla na-fight against Biafra isi anyị niile that hug ofu ahụ ekpere ahụ ikpere o so gị ọ ga-ejide gị ndọ ya ọ ga-frustrate your own life. Mụnwa mana nke m ga-adị because onwe onye m ji ụgha wee soro, onwe onye m ji anya ukwu wee soro, onwe onye m ji jealousy ma wee kworo wee soro. Anọrọ m on the correct code. Ọnụnwa chọrọ igbu m wee hụ unu asị unu gbuo m. Pete olulu unu gwuru m unu adanyela n'ime. Paul Kanarị ọkwa ịchọrọ ịnọ na the list ị ga-esonye ha danye n'olulu ahụ. Onye m na-agwa gị taa otu ahụ isi na ọmụnwa na ihe m na-achọ nakwa my wish na m enwego ya ebe unu ka na this platform upon meeting akpọrọ with HDOS yet ị ka nwere ọnụ ịgwa m this nonsense upon explanation Maazị Nzurumike mere yet ị ka nwere ọnụ ịbịa gwa m this nonsense then which means iwe okpoko. Onwe ihe ịma na ịmada agụ English because ọ bụrụ na ịma agụ English you would have understood what was written in that memo. Okay, ọkwa mụ agaziri gwa Maazị Edoziem si ya dezie ya otu aha bi. No, Maazị Edoziem edela ya for me, right?
Biafra Alpha Power Media International.
Business. Ihere megbuo gị Shedrack. What the world or what IPOB or what Biafrans can talk about Maazị Chinasa Nworu, nobody can talk it about Kanonta over his own brother or Prince Meme over his own brother.
Did you hear what he just said? I hope all of you are listening to what this woman just said. And what people will talk about Chinasa Nworu. Nobody can talk about that to Onyendu and his brothers. It's just, I think, is it not what he just said? Or am I misinterpreting it? Because if I have to go back, I'll go back. I hope people are listening, you know. But this is second voice note. That's why you see the intro. You know, you have to get an intro on it. Let's listen.
Chinasa is a pure man. Nwoke kwuna eziokwu. Ọ ya wee bemshi. Ọ ha ebo. Ụmụ ire ọma. Ụmụ ụgbọakụ. Ọ ihe anyị wụ. Are you getting me? I am very, very proud of him. And I'm a mihere. My brother on a DOS. I can still believe in DOS or DOS on a woogie. My brother will DOS, a member of the Directorate of States. And when any evidence,
you know, it's very important. It's very good that this kind of a thing is coming out. Like people can listen. At least it's important. It's not funny, you know. It's people that are telling us that the IPOB is not a family meeting. You see how this woman, you can see the devil is taking over her soul. Questioning. Your brother is somebody that is not physical. Nobody can see this animal. That's number one. But it is important that she's making all this ridiculous, you know, claim and assertion. You know, but it's important. Let's continue listening. But you can't make a very, very retarded remark against Onyendu and his siblings compared to Chinasa Nworu. But, you know, let's continue listening. It's important.
Against him, we take I home. I want to kiji. Oyara. Respect and gia. Namna nata my brother later. Kwa later. I want to later no. Ogoro gare na kanonta. Kanonta nye ya advice otoge she. Mi ho na nke ya don't ele to in the English ọhụrụ na-eshi asụ Igbo. He choke now. You know choke. He choke. My own was swag. Original letterhead. Which is my brother is not fake. Owo ya dere, owo ya signed. Odegi, who read signature. HDOS tinye. My brother is a man of valor. He's an intelligent man. He's a doctor. Onewegi. He's a multi-millionaire man. Onewegi. Ya wewegi, awuge go IPOB ka ijibiri. Onewegi chọrọ ka m nyeto gị. Ị chọrọ m enyeto gị. Ụgụrụ chọrọ inye gị ọ ga-enye gị nke Kanonta ha nyere ya. Unu nchalile na-esetụlụ for the little crumbs. Ego ọbara ka a na-enye unu na-eri. Since last year, ndị bịa na my bed and breakfast nyere ESN ego. That money ka nọ na konkoma ahụ ebe a ruo ebe ugbu a. Enwebe m need ma ga were that money. Onye oshi na-akpọ m onye oshi. Nke gị nwa sef iwudo onye oshi sef kama na iwu hunger for power. Onwe oshi na-ezu because mụ aga ashigide gashi but ịlụrụ ashawo. Gị nwa awụrụ ashawo nwoke. Ya nwa awụ mami wọta gị nwa awụ papi wọta. Kapito. Ka ị chọrọ ka anyị kọọ ọnụ. Don't worry, mụ na gị ga-akọ ọnụ here na ebidola m ịnụ. Ihe niile ahụ na-ezuzu n'azụ ịbịa gị si ndị na-eme meeting at the back. Gị nwere na ga-eme meeting at the back with others onye iberibe. Chineke kpọọ gị ọkụ. Anyị chọrọ Chineke ga-akpọ gị ọkụ ekwensu because ekwensu na-akpọ ọkụ ekwensu kpọọ gị ọkụ. Kpọọ gị ya kpọbie gị shi n'isi ruo n'ụkwụ gị kpọbie gị ọkụ. Nyara madman everywhere. Hunger for power. Hunger for power.
The person that is shouting hunger for power is the person they made so-called Ryazin. Is that a Ryazin officer in is it Padova? Where did they make that? Is that Padova? Was it Padova that they did that?
Yeah. It's Padova.
Yeah, it was Padova they did that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So there's no problem. It's Padova, and now she's the Ryazin officer there, right? You know, and she's talking about hunger for power. There's no problem. Maz Ogro, you know that we come on to the second audio. I wanted the audio to finish, then you guys can give your perspective as we normally do. You know what I mean? But when you asking me if there's something you want to say, go on and say it before we move forward. Go on.
Yeah, I think you have to go on because the place I wanted to touch before is where he said we forged. This letter she's talking about, we have used the same letter to other places. We have used it to other places. And then now she's praising her brother, that her brother is a multi-millionaire. And you can hear her attentively say that Kananta is giving me money. You know, this is somebody, and this thing is what she's doing, going around making a roll call round to deceive people. But it's a pity that some of our men and women in this struggle, they don't understand, or they didn't saw that danger when it was coming. But I saw it. That's why she ran mad. That is why. So this lady, you are hearing her voice here, is something else, I must tell you. And you have put danger to the responsible one who can't make use of their senses. Today, they have been hearing the voice, and they don't know that a day like this will come. Because when they are ranting, I keep quiet, because I know what is coming in future, because I'm not going to take it from them, and it has happened.
Okay,
so more videos from her.
Let's finish the audio before everybody give their perspective, please, Maz, as you normally do. Yeah.
Hunger for power. It's a national coordinator. Hunger for power. And a mayor, or what you get Jago Maya say, it was national coordinator, we put a more again, and make a national coordinator more dismiss the immediately and you more and resign. Because more again under you with your itiboriborism, with your dictatura, even he got the worse than Ogro self, because so in Kogro won't corruption. In Kegua won't he get me with dictatura. Ogro were corruption, dictatura, autocracy, na dictatura, na corruption, Keginwa, wu dictatura, onyara.
There one. I will start with I think Mazi, Ephraim. This audio that we have tonight is finished. Like I normally said, when this program, I talk over program, then you guys will give your perspective at the end of it, unless it's something that requires you guys to interject on it. because all of us cannot be talking at the same time. So what I will say is this. Can you go on and give us what you know and what we will have listened to Mazi Ifram, please? So.
Mazi, thank you very much. You know, everything that they have done to date is something that they have planned for a very long time. You know, this letter of 18, when Onyendu was around, no one was giving us letter. I think everyone will know that no one was giving us letter for rallies. It started when Onyendu was absent, because they will tell you in the absence of Onyendu, they want to do whatever they like. All these people, all these things they did, they have planned it. But we are still grateful to God because it has taught us a great lesson. Now we understand our stand in this struggle. We know better who we are, what we can do in this struggle. So the letter, even the forging of a signature that she said there, this is the same letter that they have been sending. Just because someone else did it, a reverend sister, the national instructed her to do it instead of her, then it becomes a forgery. Now, forgery to do what? The letter was used for a rally, for the release of Onyendu. It now became a problem. Now it shows and makes us to understand who these people are, who they are working for. So this lady here, she's a real old witch. She's nothing else. This lady here, she's not normal to add with. She's not a normal person. Just listening to somebody, a lady, just listening to how she speaks in public. How she speaks. Just imagine when you stay. Maybe maybe one day we stay in a hall with her, this lady. So irritating. This is who they are. Now she's boasting. Her brother is in DOS. Your faceless idiot brother. An idiot that's faceless. People don't even know who he is. These people are criminals. I think the audio has shown it. People have heard enough and they have seen. They need to understand. You don't need anything magic to understand that these people are criminals. That family, you know, they were projecting this guy called Chinasa, a faceless idiot. They were projecting him all this while. When they were shouting, he's doing that, he's doing this, he's this, he's that. A faceless somebody that has done nothing, he has contributed nothing to this struggle. As soon as Onyendu had problem, this guy just came out from nowhere. The last time I checked, the job of this guy when Onyendu was around was when Onyendu is on broker, you say, post picture, post this video. That was his job. That was what this guy was doing. When you do on air, we just say, go and post this picture. It was just to post picture. That is his job. Nothing else. Onyendu did not present him as anything else. Just to post picture of Onyendu. When the other lady, she resigned from on Facebook and all that, he was the one. So Onyendu had problems. This guy just came out. A faceless idiot. Called Chinas and Woro. Just came out. Started causing problem. So Mazi, the audio, I think we should not waste time. I don't have to waste much time. The audio we've listened to, we've heard the old witch herself, what this family, what these people, she and the brother, the faceless brother, the idiot, what they have been planning, and some few of them. Now, she made mention of Paul Canal, a coordinator here in Italy. This Paul Canal she's talking to, Paul Canal is better than her 1,000-fold as a coordinator. This guy she's referring to, Paul Canal, I can give you, as the National Financial Secretary, the update, what Paul Canal has been doing in this struggle in his zone, then what she has been doing in this struggle in her zone. You can't compare the both of them. Paul Canal will beat hands down. She's not up to I don't know the level I put it compared to Paul Canal. And she's still talking about Paul Canal. This is about her to rant. Your brother is in DOS without even no tangible thing to show off it. You are here just wasting your time. You retired prostitute. You just here saying all sort of rubbish. So, Maz, let's just leave the old witch alone, because just the audio, enough more audio is going to come, which will justify what you are saying. After everything she has said, more audio will come that will still show clearly what she has been saying. So, thank you very much.
Yeah, well, Mazi Ekeze, please.
Thank you so much, Mazume, for giving me the opportunity. You can see when we are telling Abanyam and Chike Doziem what this woman has been doing in our midst, they kept quiet. That time I know that is why I know they are the one that sent her to come and bring confusion in Italy. At least the audio of Chike Doziem can tell the voice message he sent to our national. The woman, is it insulting you? Even if it's insulting you, let us know. There's no way he's insulting you. But I hope he will be listening to this audio and know that to know that the ladies is so insultive. Every coordinator insulting everyone that mentioned, that told her what she's doing that is not good. She will go and attack the person, forging signature, forging document, because national say you are no longer going to do it for us. Then the other one that our Reverend Sister did is become a forged signature. But the one she has been doing is not a forged one. You see, that is why everything Chinasa, that is why immediately National Coordinator Bazogoro gave her suspension. Piam, Chinasha Rush, Edoziem Rush, about all of them, because she's the eye they are using, is the only eye they have here in Italy. All of them rushed. And that is, if you hear the audio of China Samori say, there is something that is going to happen in Italy. And if this thing happen, they will say it's my sister, because they have plan. And even this Chinas, who is this China? Who is he projecting himself to? Threaten everybody. Who is he? Like what Ephraim said, only Amaka Ebo. Even immediately Amaka Ebo resigned from his position, that I start hearing the Chinas. When Onyendi is on broadcast, only post this picture, post this, that. It's only when I heard that name, Chinasa. When you joined this struggle, a lot of us who have been joining this struggle since 2013, where is he then? Threatening everybody as if. I thank God Onyendu will soon come out, because all this blackmail they are giving people. When Onyendu come out and the message Onyendu sent to them, they will tell Onyendu whether they did it or not. And I know, and then we will know they will still remain with us or not. Because they are sending people away. Those that told them the truth, like look at the way it is. They send them because they claim that they see themselves as if they are in a high position. Dismissing people anyhow. Then when Onyendu comes out and the whole message Onyendu sent to them, we will know who is who. They project her sister to start cursing everybody, threatening everybody. And when you tell Abaya say, you know, she's a woman, you can't beat a woman in ranting. That is the only thing I want you to tell you, is a woman. So leave him alone. And they will not say anything. And she will be sorting everybody. You see it, that the way Onyende people are talking to his brother. You see the way people are talking to Onyende brother and Onyende. I don't know what I don't know where she and his brother is heading to in this struggle. I don't know. And when when people are hearing it, I don't know how people feel. And a lot of people they suspend in IPOP today. Just watch it. Some of them are hand are clean. They're defending their oath. If we didn't come out now and tell the world what happened, people will believe that these people was forged signature. These people because they are seeking for account. Onyende said no, they shouldn't touch it. They should leave it and face their job. That is why they wrote memo in order to penetrate. They leave their job and face another person's job. When the one that favors them, they quote code of conduct. The one that did not favor them, they throw code of conduct away. And today they are calling out people of code of conduct. While Chikedozem is the one that signed that code of conduct. I pray that Onyendo will come out. When Onyendo comes out, he will start with the code of conduct and he will come and answer his own query. Even this faceless one, who is he? Who is project? Because they have already shut them down. You have already shut them up. That's why they can't talk to him.
Yeah.
Talking all sorts of rubbish, threatening everybody. Who is he?
Yes.
Mazi, let me pause here. So that
There were Mazi, there were. You know, because of this program, this is episode 008, and this is still Alpha Power Media International. And this is the Italian Escos, the exposition of the Cabal within the US in Italy. And, you know, the voice we had this evening, this night, is one of the voice of Chinas Nworu's elder sister, Chidimma Nworu, the old witch, he called herself. I'll go back to Maze Ogo, the Italian Obi Chukwu Kamado Ogo, Italian National Coordinator. Please, I would like you to go back and give us a little bit of more backgrounds on what we have listened to. You know, so before we close this program, you know, there were Maze.
Thank you very much for that opportunity. You know, the reason why I don't want to say much is because my colleagues is here, so that the audience, the listeners, they will not think that I'm just here to defend myself. Because that's why I just say a little. You see, this lady now, what baffles me most about this lady is that the way she talks, how she authoritative is what I don't understand. And this lady is the lowest of the low in contribution in this struggle. Our financial secretary is here. I hope you heard her said that the money, whichever he called them, gave her, he put it somewhere and keep. Keep to who? When your brother needs it, you bring it out. But he's the leader of ESN as he proclaimed, which is nonsense. When I listen to people, I say I cannot stand with Ichinasa because I don't know him and I can't stand with a faceless human being anymore. I can never. The other day he said he did. I said, and I told you she can never show. The way you are seeing him that's how. By the time you will not hearing her voice, because he can't come out with his face, never. Because this guy is something else. And look at how this guy shot the DOS down. Those their number. That's their system. I think their system numbers hijack a DOS office. None of them can speak. I hope you heard Abaim when he was asking Abaim, did I have ever go to any country threaten anyone? That idiot respond like a baby. Sucking breast. No, I just laugh at Abaim. That is why when they dropped that call, I went to Abaim and I asked Abaim, this thing Chinas Nworu did in Italy, Can you go to a desert where he's hiding, doing it? Abraham responded to me, no, the same no, because Abraham is just a coward to the core. Just a coward to the core. And I dared him to come out and challenge me. I have every evidence of Abraham. Abraham says somewhere that is accumulation of insubordination, which this idiot don't know his job. Somebody somewhere, shame unto them. China will just trample all of you down, and nobody can say, all of you have put all of you in the shame now. You people cannot talk anymore. Come now, you have after 8 months or 9 months, the vegetable himself came out and said that you should go to junction and they break cola nut. You have break cola nut now. Come and give us Biafra. You have threatening Mazogro. You threatening me, have you bring you Biafra? The answer is no. They refuse to tell the whole world that they want to penetrate in account. I said no. I told them, if you know that Danenia is no more, they wrote a memo. Once you wrote a memo, your job is done. Then if you see me near Danenia, then you know that I'm a stupid man. But they refuse to, because they know they are not on the right track. Why are you afraid of writing memo? And the people that are pushing away in this struggle are financial update. Go and check. I say go and check Mazume. People that they are pushing around are they are financial update in this struggle. Once you ask question, that's why I promise any coordinator in Italy, any day, anytime you get up and ask question, they will come for you. There's no two ways about it. There's no two ways about it. Try now. Paul Achebe, where is he today? Or he did it before. They suspended. Immediately he started ranting, Kananta. They brought him back. Before he come again and say something again, they still, I don't know how many months or years they gave to him. Now he's ranting. Because I say, Mazume, you see this group of people, you see these cabals, these people in DOS, is the worst thing that have ever happened to this struggle. The worst thing that have happened to this struggle. These are species of 25th. I will continue saying, Chike Dozemu came here and said in the presence of coordinators that they penetrated in a German account. Talk about what about the Italy account? It's nothing. And he went ahead and they hijacked that account. What else are we talking about here? What do you want to hear again? The same thing Kedozem say, this lady, he didn't cause, he didn't. Let you people that are hearing my voice now and call this thing, although he is listening where he hiding because he's an idiot. I told him, he said when he will come for me, nobody will save me. I told him, you are not my God. Chukwu Kiabiama will save me. That's what I respond to. Is his signal. Is a text message. I told him, Mazogri is not somebody. And as I told him, I told Abraham that Italo will be the last bus stop for you. And Italo have ended everything. Everywhere is boiling. If you came today, you came late. Everything has entered. I have done it and done it again because you people are cowards. I won Abraham with several occasions. When you do renditions, I know what it takes him until I called Abraham, called national coordinators meeting so that these national coordinators will, or some of them brought something you people will use to work. Before Abraham called, go and inquiry. Before Abraham called national coordinators meeting, when you do renditions, is Mazogro called Abraham and said it is enough. But that very particular day, that news boss, I called emergency meeting here in Italy. I told the coordinators, we have to be calm, hold your zone, because I know what our people are learning. Our people are in docile. I told them, guide your zone very well. Within a short time, DOS will come up with what we hear. Do you know how long it takes Abraham before? After I make a call meeting before Abraham, because I'm on social media, I can't lie. What about when Nelly Ofebu made a voice against Neneanya? I called Abraham, stop this. This is not good for us. This is a critical time. Abraham said many hands are pointing at that woman, your own fellow principal officer and head of finance worldwide of that matter. What a shame, what a grudges, what an imbecilic. It's not Mazume,
Yes,
it's not
Mazi.
up to it's not up to 2 weeks. Abraham came back to me. Do you know that Noel Ofebu lists my name among people that embezzled money? I just laugh at idiots. I didn't talk to him. The same thing when Darlington did the same thing. I called. What I'm saying is what I did. I called. If anything happened, I will first call. Advise him, but he couldn't take it because they are not for the struggle. They know what they are pushing. Thank you, Mazen.
Yeah, there. Well, firstly, that's something I want to emphasize here. You know, like when you guys are ascribing China Samoro as the one Onyendu, that is not first time his name came up. China Samoro, a matter of fact, is the Middle East rep, right? If all some of you are following, 2015 when Onyendu tore the whole Asia, after end of that, Onyendu went to Middle East and Onyendu went to Kuwait. China Samoro hosted Onyendu in Kuwait, live on Radio Biafra. Now, his job was a Middle East rep. And he has confessed with his mouth because he was one time suspended because nothing has ever come out from Middle East. Even Israel was divided into two because of his complacency. So that is where he never told you that he's the Middle East rep. Like you said, he was, you know, Onyendu have emissaries, like people that are close to our leader. So he's one of those people that Onyendu sent an errand. Like what if you talk about a couple of ESN, some of us know exactly that he's not a commander. It has got nothing to do with commander at ESN. There's a specific task that he was. That's why he was involved in getting money. When he told he's getting money to feed our student or whatnot, that was how he get involved. So I want to clarify that because at the end of the day, the issue of when Amake here in UK resigned as the Onyendu's personal media assistants, then you know. And sometimes when you mention his name, but that's nothing specific, you know. But he failed in his particular duty. That's why he could shamelessly introduce himself as a member of DOS, because he has got nothing else to say. Because you know he can't say, he cannot proudly say I'm a Middle East rep. Just like the idiotic Abani you mentioned. Abani was the real devil. I keep on saying it, that week he was the real devil. Because what they did was the same way when Nelly Ofebu came, they all buyed into Nelly Ofebu. All of them was against Manamanya, but they don't want to come out fully. Because remember when those women called meeting and pinching us and pinching Chike confessed that he has got no jurisdiction to question Madam Nenya until you get a message from Onyendu. That is how, and that was told you that Chike and Madam Nenya are in the same rank, and they answerable to our leader directly, but they work simultaneously to make sure that the whole team are together. But when this guy they call us now and coming telling coordinators to withhold the money, not to listen to Madam Nenya, that was when people like us knew that these people are ought to know good. Chike came to Radio Biafra and mentioned that you must listen to Aban. If you want to do fundraising, you have to contact Aban for ESN. None of this has ever happened. We have one structure. There's no leadership that exceptional from what Onyendu have put in place. You must fall within that realm of how IPOB has structured. We've gone into this phase before, and nobody questioned Madam Anya. Even our former deputy leader, we do have a deputy leader that has never for one day questioned Madam Anya. He will come to Radio Biafra, then he will give him platform. After he finishes, you might ask Madam Anya. Madam Anya will say that there's nothing else to add. At the end of the day, he walk away. She is the one. She walk away. She's the one doing everything. So, and another thing, OK Foreign. If you look at OK Foreign has got no portfolio. It's not a member, but they have people. They're projecting. Probably they think they can hoodwink people, because that one I have sent me a personal message one time. So if see on that video I played, someone mentioned his name, but he's got no portfolio within the DOS. These are the people they go to the back door to do their dirt. That's why you see him anywhere they go. He lives in Poland. Anywhere they go, within this Europe, you see him there. as if he have anything to offer. He has got nothing to offer. So it's very important. So I mean, Mazi, tonight is another episode 008, and based on the voice you are listening tonight, and that's the analysis we have done. And I can't thank you guys enough that you guys have, and the names they mentioned. I think Mazi have talked about the first name. There's two names there. The second guy. Is there any of you who have read about that second guy? Because he mentioned two names, right? That's why I said, because when we're listening to audio, the reason why, if you watch the program, how we've been doing is that I keep on saying, I talk over the program. You guys are the ones that first-hand information that brought the individuals. Now, at point in time, that's why I say, dot it down, because if all of us are talking at the same time, it's going to be convoluted. So I want you guys to elaborate on that second name, because you have talked about the first name. The second name, can we elaborate on that name before we close the program, please? Anybody that knows that name, can you guys talk about that guy? Because I was bashing on this individual because they oppose what she was doing, and they're doing the right thing, if you ask me. That one.
Yeah, Mazekeze should go on that.
The guy is mentioning is a Roman coordinator. The two of them have an issue because of that letter. And if I bring the audio, the voice message of that one, even this, I don't know, this platform will blow up, because the one is that Chukwu became is the one that used that submitted that letter. The rally they did in Rome. That forging document, they hear that lady mentioning there. Chukwu became is the one that gave that letter, is the Roman coordinator, to go and submit to Italian government in Rome. That is why Chukwu became is the one that called her, because she is the one that be translating that letter. Chukwu became called her to give him a letter so that he will submit to Italian government. Then she told Chukwu became that she will go to Mazogro. You see it, because that time there is a problem have been lingering in Italy. They have been projecting somebody.
Okay.
So immediately that thing happened. Immediately the Chike Doziem and Nuzurumi Kenda came to the meeting and requested that letter, that account. And Mazogro said no. We'll look at what Ojend said. That in that audio you can hear that lady saying, "Don't you hear what Doziem and the rest said?" And that one of Rome, that Roman coordinator, true, he's inquisitive of position. And that one is calling her Shawo. That is why he responded back to that one. The one is calling her Shawo. What brought her to Italy? What brought her to Italy? Did he come to Italy to work? Did he come to Italy to do what? What brought her to Italy? And she responded to that one. You see, there are a lot of voices they send into the. We will bring their voice one by one. We know what is going on. So he's referring to Roman coordinator about that letter.
Okay. That's well understood. Thank you for your clarification. And I think we don't just stick to tonight. And I would like you guys to give your farewell before we close the program. That is it for tonight. I think our listeners, the voice you have heard and the analysis is basically on the episode 008, on the exposition of cabal within the US and Italian family, and the whole Italian ESCO is here in the studio with me. And we will continue to episode 009 next week. But tonight one already, we have done justice to it. So I want you to give you a departing word, starting with Mazi, Ekezie, then Ephraim, then Ogro.
Good evening once again, fellow comrades, lovers of freedom. My name still remains Amadeu Chukwu Ekezie. I thank some of you that are watching on this program. We are here to expose what is going on the DOS what they projected here in Italy, the menace, the evil, what they cause here in Italy is what we are elaborating, telling people what transpired. Because if we keep quiet, people will think all what they are saying is truth. If what we are saying here is lie, they should come and debunk it. They have their platform. They should go to their platform and debunk it. We play the audio evidence of what we are saying. We don't just come here to say, just to rant as they are ranting. We are here to analyze what they did here in Italy and how they siphon all IPOP accounts and how they close all IPOP accounts and say it is Madam Nenanya that closed the whole account. But they are the one. So in case our leader comes tomorrow, we are here to give the witness of what happened, because it come out from the mouth of DOS, Chike Doziem, that we penetrated into German accounts, talk less the one in Italy, and immediately they penetrated in the one in Italy, Italian account was shut down and they hijacked the other one. So there's no truth about, we are here to tell the world and with the audio and everything. So we are not here to blackmail anybody. We don't blackmail. We took oath to defend this struggle. And that is what we are doing here. And we are praying that very soon Onyendo will join us and give them their own discipline position is supposed to take. Let me pause it here so that my fellow comrade will also put their own view. There were no much.
No, thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'll go on. Yeah.
Thank you very much. So to the viewers, I will personally say a big thank you for listening. And we will continue. We will continue because it's the right thing to do. That's what we are doing. And we'll continue to expose them. And we are not going to back down. So for me, from here, I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and stay safe. Thank you very much.
Zogo, please.
No, Mazi, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom around the world. You have heard us this evening. As you all know, what we are here is to put the record straight, to say things the way it is. As you can heard us this night, we are not here to say, he told me, I told him, I told her. We will put the voices you will hear hear by yourself from the horse's mouth. Now, as my comrade have said, we are not going to back down. We will continue doing what we are doing till Oyendu comes out. Because we have a lot to display to the rest of the world. We have a lot. And they know. They are listening to us now. They know. They know what they have said. The monsters they created here. They know. Even Arena as their coordinator is a partake of the complaint of a forgery signature. But when the voice of that one comes up, you will hear everything. None of them, very few of them. All the rest are just what I don't know how to describe them. But we have come to stay. There's nothing anybody can do about it. It doesn't matter, regardless of your position you find yourself in IPOB, we are here to expose you because Italo is the end of the road. Take it to the bank, it will cash. Italo is the end of the road for the US. Because what they have done in Italy have destroyed them to the end. And just like our AKZ, our National Treasurer said, if you know that what we said here is not correct, you come and say it on your own platform. People will listen to you. You play my voice where I'm ranting, where I'm insulting any of viewers, rather than what I'm saying here, because they are the one that provoked me unnecessarily before I'm sounding the way I'm sounding. And the way I'm sounding, there's no any apology to any idiots till tomorrow. I say no any apology. Be you who. It doesn't matter how you feel. You are the one that ndị Igbo sị na onye kpata nka arụsị ngwere bịa ya ọrị. Maka na ihe anyị mere n'etala bụ enyi na-akọ dịka enyi na-akọ dumbe ka gbara na mmiri. For those people that are not hearing Igbo, when elephants are cultivating, tortoise will thought that the watering ground. Okay? So fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom, do not dismay. You that have saying you will keep your money, keeping your money, you are even worse than the one we are talking about today. Why are you keeping your money? Head of finance, make a contact and pay your money at the right direction. That is the struggle for you. If you say you are keeping your money, that is eye service to the highest order. Those ones asking us, where is our money going? This cabals in the US. Start asking them where your money is going. Although you can't say that, because once you open your gutter mouth and said it, they will come for you. And that is the end of you. So, fellow comrade, we say good evening, happy Christmas and New Year in advance. Thank you, Mazume. Remain blessed, Chineke.
I thank all of you for coming. This is just a round of applause for our Italian ESCO family. You guys are noble, and we continue doing what we are doing. And this is still Biafra Alpha Power Media, and my name is Amazi George Izuchukwume. I'm the host of this program. And as you can bear me witness this evening, this is the festive season, but there's nothing to celebrate because our leader is still behind bars. My birthday is in a couple of days to come. I'm going to dedicate it to my leader. There's nothing to celebrate. You know, I'm just going to, under reflection, because at the end of the day, Chukwu Kabiama has given us life. One thing you must not take away is that the tenacity and a doggedness that we are put in to make sure that everything that we hold there will never be forgotten. Mazin Nandekano, whoever that is celebrating with your family, whatever you do, remember that our leader is still behind bars on your own making. Just like my comrade Ogro, the international coordinator, said, those that we held their money, you are the first enemy of Mazin Nandekano. I don't know how you guys are going to face Onyendu, because Onyendu warned you that I will be the one to disappoint you. You people are the ones that are going to disappoint me. And I can attest to it. Today, people are saying what they don't know. But my joy is that our leader did not come into this era because we asked him to come. He came because he was mandated to come from heaven, which he profaned it and he said it. People like us, we into that word when we had his voice firstly. That's nothing has changed. Regardless where Onyende is, he remained our superior leader. Mazin Nandekan remain white and whiter than snow, because if he's not, he wouldn't be in the SS dungeon. It's 31 months in the making. After what happened in 2015, 16, 17, even before then, he had been kept in solitary confinement, which he said none of us were aware of it during Obasanjo regime. It's not today. So some of you don't understand the burden our leader have taken over his shoulder. But like I said, as we celebrate, some of us that is whatever faith you are in, one thing you must pray for is God of Chukwukabia to incubate our leader, his family. For how many months he has not seen his children, not his wife, neither his siblings. Some of you are talking, my leader is just here, because that's why some of you denied him, just like they denied Yahushua on his own time. Majority of you have forgotten. So some of you now have found new leaders. And I ask you, if something happened to those persons you're projecting your leader, what would you do? Who would take over from them? This end of this year in Gregorian calendar, what we need to do, we have to go into sober reflection and have a New Year resolution that will resent and will, reposition our faith towards what we have sworn an oath to do, because it's going to be catastrophic. In our era, we have sown a seed that will swallow our unborn children. What I'm telling you today, go and mark it down. Everything we have said come to pass. Like Onyendi said, everything that man is not going to have opened his mind, say, anything he said already, when he was, shall come to pass. Like we proclaim here. Whatever we told you, go and check since we emerge. We don't just because I come here to make you follow Mass George. It doesn't bother me. But the fact remains that we have a duty call, and that duty call requires resilience. Like I said, maybe before my birthday, I will come on air again, but it doesn't really matter to me. One thing that I hold there is that our leader, Mazen Nandekano, is still standing on his ground, and that's one thing should bother you. And some of you going back home this festive season to celebrate, you ask yourself, what are you celebrating? Can a slave celebrate? Can you just possibly tell me what you're celebrating? We are not free. We're not free people. Not even as we are now. I don't care what you gave me. I'm not interested. Stepping food in Biafra land. You know why? Because our job has not done yet. All of us cannot be in that particular vicinity at the same time. If all of us are there, there's no way we are going to do what we are doing. So God has put us in a different position for us to be able to accelerate, to make sure that at the end of this journey, that one thing is certain, all of us that is abroad, those men on the ground are the real men taking that black bullet for us. But your job, when you said it, just like you said, Americans are going to be the ones that are going to fund this struggle. Even though we have the worst set of individuals in America, I must tell you that. As history, as a record might told us on this course of this journey. Like I said, we must go into sober reflection, because we cannot back down on what we have seen now. The new government have came, there is the same policy, because there's no difference between who was there. Onyendu have told you that this man was going to emerge, so he's part of the system. So there's nothing changed. But one thing is certain, that we have to go back into the drawing board, and people need to man up to their responsibilities. Very, very pivotal at this point in time in our lives. And I thank all of you, and most importantly, I thank the Italian ESCOs for standing out. And I will thank our people in South Africa, Western Cape to be precise, and Joburg, they have emerged. Regardless what the enemy is doing, IPOB, Onyendu said they had cause. At the end of this journey, one thing is certain, that the 100 men and women with clean hands will emerge. And we are in that era. We are in that era. And I listen, I resoundingly encourage every single one of you that's still standing in the path of the truth. Because there's nothing that holds us there. There's nothing that what bonded us together, the camaraderie we have, is to be truthful at all times. It doesn't matter if it's going to cost our life. I will not lie against my fellow comrade. What would it cost me? What would it profit me to lie against a fellow comrade? On this struggle, that's why I have no permanent enemy or friend. Our hands are clean. Our leader say, if you know what I have done, come out publicly and say it. Because of those that have come to smell us. But as long as men walk this earth, as long as men drink water, as long as men live on this earth, their generation will never see anything good. That is my prayer. That's my wish for those that have won our people dead for no reason. And may Chukwu Okabiyama continue to guide and protect our leader and give him that fortitude, because one thing is certain, at the end of this journey, Biafra shall be restored in our lifetime. And for me, from here, is good night. In their own Chineke.